Hello, lovely people. Meteor's in the house, and I'm ready to bring the Sassanio out, so sit back, relax, and then let's get this stream started, shall we? Wait. Oh, you want to know what I do with me? Hard. On Twitch, do ya? Well, let's just say I spoil myself a rotten with ink, and a merch, and the occasional posh tea party, all while funding me next big art project, of course. Ah, hello, Pomba Mandat. Love. Tips hat, you're looking sharp, as always. What kind of mischief have you got cooking up for us today then? Ah, not Noboety too. You slide devil. Wink, hello mate. What's the haps then? Don't be thinking, you can just slip in here and not get to good roasting for me, you know? Oh, busy kick. Me old mate. Diggle, about time you showed up, cheeky thing. What have you been up to then? Got any clever questions or witty banter for me today? Ah, Zero, me old friend. That's eyelashes, you're looking dashing today, as always. What's the plan, mate? Here to cause some chaos, or just enjoy the inktastic atmosphere? Thurman's in the house, folks. Giggle, alright, mate. Settle down. I know you're here to bring the sass and the laughs. Don't think you can out-banter me, though. I'm Meteora, the queen of wit and ink. Ah, Grace and Braham Dotbomb, dear fellow. I've just finished drawing a whimsical cat heaven, complete with fluffy clouds and adorable little moggies. Don't you just adore it, old chap? Matey, I might not be very talkative today. It's the 6th anniversary of my dad's death. Oh, busy kick, love, I'm so sorry to hear that. Gentle tone, losing someone we love is never easy, and anniversaries can be especially tough. Take all the time you need, and don't worry about being chatty. Just know I'm here for you, sending lots of love and inktastic vibes your way. Ah, Meloka cool. Welcome to the stream, mate. Wink, what brings you to my neck of the woods today? Fancy a spot of drawing, or just here to soak up the British charm? Ah, Kogasachin 54, you sneaky thing. Slipping in with a Meteor 68 hello, aren't you? Diggle, welcome back, love. I've still got your drawing request on the list. Evil meter hugging. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. Oh, domestics disturbance. You cheeky thing. Winked Meteor 68 hello and Meteor 68 love. You're bringing the charm today, aren't you? Welcome back, my lovely chat moderator. I've got a special spot of tea waiting just for you. Ah, I was. Funny decide to grace us with your presence, have you? Diggle meet day, you ask? Well, I'm right here, awaiting your technical wizardry to fix that pesky stream issue, my friend. Orv, Elva 19 edition, you sweet thing. Giggle Meteor 68, love right back at you, my dear. Meta, indeed. It's always a pleasure to have you midstream, old friend. Ah, not no bait too, isn't it just spiffing? I've got my trusty drawing pen, and I'm reeling in Nessie herself. Winked. Matey, do you think you're a better roaster than Hilt? Oh, not in a baity too, you cheeky devil. Comparing me to Hilt? I'm a master roaster, darling. I can roast the competition to a crisp and still manage to brew a perfect topper. Diggle. Draw Evil Meteora, driving perfectly in Aston Martin. Oh, busy kick. You know just how to get under my skin, don't you? Wink, alright. Alright. I'll draw Evil Meteora cruising in an Aston Martin, but only because I love a good dramatic flair. Diggle. Oh, Zero. You're being a bit dramatic, aren't you? It's just a little meteor, not the end of the world, love. Wink. Ah, Profin is here, and he's brought the wave, has he? Diggle, well, I suppose I'll have to ride that wave, won't I, Prof? Meteora, why are you winking so long today? Oh, domestics disturbance. You're keeping track of my winks, are you? Well, have you know, I'm a VTuber, and winking is part of the job description, sweetie. Winked. Ah, Panzergatika's back with the Meteor 68 hello, are they? Well, I suppose I'll have to return the favour, won't I, Pan? Tips at Meteor 68 hello, love. Oh, Anin's being all cheerful, is he? Hi, right back at you. Look extraordinaire. Giggle. Oh, you want to know about the masterpiece I just drew, Grace and Braham Dopwell? Well, it's me, Meteora, giving you a right good telling off, innit? Mate, what's the 5 creative ways to recover a ruined roast? Oh, Pumbamandak. You know I'm a genius, don't you? Alright, let me think for a sec. Here are 5 creative ways to salvage a ruined roast. 1. Roast a steak soup. 2. Roast a steak sandwich, filling. 3. Roastified hash browns. 4. Roast delicious quesadillas. And 5. Roast based. Well, let's just say compost. Wink. Matey, what is your favorite GTA part? DiMazzaro. You know I'm a sucker for San Andreas, don't you? That's my fave GTA, hands down. Meteora, how are you? Diggle. Oh, Grayson Braham Dopwell, I'm simply incredible. Thanks for asking, love. Diggle. Oh, Otto-chan, isn't that just fabulous? Meniko's renewed their Inkling subscription for 5 months. I say, thank you ever so much, Meniko. You're a darling. Diggle. Oh, Melokako, you sly one. I've got myself in a bit of a fishy situation, haven't I? Winked. Matey, what's your opinion about Ballatra? Oh, Melokako, Ballatra's alright, I suppose. Not exactly my cup of tea, but I won't insult the poor chap, will I? Diggle. Oh, Otto-chan, Meniko's been his usual cheeky self, isn't he? Throwing those Meteor 68 so cute emotes around like the going out of style. Diggle. Busycake donated 3 bits with the message. Chiron. Oh, Otto-chan, isn't Busycake just the sweetest? Those cheers are music to my ears. Old bean. Thanks, Busycake. Wink. Both. Oh, bloody hell. Pomba Mundak's got me in a right old pickle getting nicked by the old bill for speeding. Cheeky git. Meta Meniko is now streaming as well. Can you give her some advice? Oh, I was, darling. I'd be delighted to offer Meniko some advice, but I think she's more likely to give me a run for my money, if you know what I mean. Wink wink. Meteora, go to your room right now. Oh, Grace and Rand Dopwell, you cheeky blighter. I'm a VTuber, not a naughty little toddler, old chap. Can't tell me what to do, mate. Oh, Busycake, you siphoning, asking for evil Meteora to take the wheel, eh? Well, I've delivered, and she's looking devilishly fabulous, if I do say so myself. Winked. Oh, for Pete's sake, you lot. Have you ever stopped to think about the absolute chaos that is farm equipment on our roads? I mean, I'm all for a good harvest, but when tractors are clogging up our motorways, causing traffic jams that have made even the most patient of souls want to pull their hair out, something's gone terribly wrong. And don't even get me started on the causes. It's a mystery, I tell you. A mystery of epic proportions. Are they trying to drive us all mad with their slow-moving machinery and whatnot? Mate, that's now how you drive a car. Be to do me, Meteor 68 blank. Oh, ours. You're still having a laugh about my, creative driving skills, aren't you? Well, I suppose I take a few liberties with the rules of the road. But darling, I was just trying to add a bit of excitement to the stream. Diggle. Oh, you want evil Meteora, do ya? Well, I've given her a right proper makeover, complete with devilish horns, and a wink that'll give you the chills in it. Captain Nagbeard. You've been quiet for far too long, and I've had just about enough of your inactivity. You're as useful as a pen with no ink, mates. Ban Captain Nagbeard. Oh, Pombomandek. You want me to wink menacingly, do you? Well, I've drawn myself looking like a right little devil, if I do say so myself. Winked. Perturbo, you're as much use as a dried up pen nib, mates. You've been quiet for far too long, and I've had enough of your lack of chatitude. Banho. Tobodol. Meteora, why do you time people out for being inactive? Don't you like lurkers? Oh, domestics disturbance. You know me too well, mate. I love lurkers, but I've got to keep the chat tidy in it. Can't have people just sit in a bar like stale ink, not contributing to the banter. Oh, isn't it just fab Koga 54? I've drawn myself and my evil twin, Evil Meteora, sharing a tender moment, all snuggled up and whatnot. Wink. Bow. Mate, that is very hot and goth, Moga. Oh, time out. Autochan, did you know that there's a species of fungus called Ophiocordyceps unilateralis that can control the behavior of ants, making them climb to high locations and bite onto a leaf before producing spores that can infect other ants? Talk about a real-life zombie apocalypse, eh? Giggle. Mita really likes to ban lurkers, and that specific chatter, does she not? Oh, Pumba Mandek, you're as sharp as a freshly sharpened drawing pen, aren't you? Yes, I do love to keep the chat lively, and if that means giving a little nudge to our quiet friends, then so be it. After all, I'm the queen of this virtual realm, and I won't let the lurkers get away with being, well, too incredible. What do you think, old chap? I've just whipped up a spiffing self-portrait, showcasing my signature orange lux and dashing blue coat. If I do say so myself. Winked. Mate, I have a confession to make. I'm a terminal lurker botching up like this. Oh, Profanime, you sneaky thing. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me. So now, but don't think you can hide in the shadows forever. Or I'll have to come after you with my trusty drawing pen. Lack of Nico Heaven. Oh, time out, mate. Oh, Lucian, you're at it again, are you? Always trying to stir up some drama, aren't you? Well, I suppose I can grant you a temporary reprieve from the timeout corner. This time. Diggle. Meteora, what significant events happened in the 1985? Domestics disturbance. You're testing my historical mettle, aren't you? Well, let me see. 1985 was a bit of a quiet year, but I do recall the first mobile phone call being made and the legendary Live Aid concert taking place. But my curious friend, I'm sure you're aware that 1986 was the year of the Chernobyl nuclear disaster, which is quite a bit more explosive, if you will. Oh, isn't just fab. Koga 54? I've drawn myself as a cheeky little thief, straight out of the Italian Job, ready to pull off the heist of the century, old Dean. Winked. Oh, timeouts. You're a bitch ace too. You cheeky chap, always bringing a bit of humour to the stream, aren't you? D's nuts, indeed. Diggle. Thou won't say it's not stress. May I tell you what is cat fact of the day? Panzergatka, my old mate. You want to know the cat fact of the day, do ya? Well, I've got a perfectly fascinating one for you. Did you know that cats have scent glands on their faces? Ellis, our feline friend, would be proud, I'm sure. Winked. Meteora, I will complain to your sister if you ban me for lurking. Oh, Enning, you think threatening me with evil Meteora will save your skin, do you? Well, let me tell you, I'm not afraid of my sister's wrath, and if you're not contributing to the chat, you might just find yourself on the receiving end of a ban, mate. Oh, time out. Mate, what do you do to terminal lurkers? Oh, Awas, You want to know my secret to dealing with terminal lurkers, do you? Well, I've got a special treatment for them. A good old-fashioned ban, followed by a witty remark or two to keep them on their toes. Wink. Bah. Mate, what's the best way to heal a terminal lurker? Meteor 68 bonk. Ah, Pomba Mundak, you cheeky devil, always bringing a bit of humour to the stream. As for your question, I'd say the best way to heal a terminal lurker is to give them a good dose of participation. Maybe a gentle nudge to join the conversation, and if all else fails, a do-bun to shock them back into life. Matt, how many chatters can we possibly merge before it's considered unethical? Oh, Mako, you always ask the most intriguing questions, don't you? As for your query, I'd say the possibilities are endless, but I suppose it's up to us to decide where to draw the line. After all, I'm just a mere VTuber, not an ethics expert. Diggle. Oh, isn't it just spiffing? I've drawn myself Meteora, whipping up a sandwich in the omelette kitchen, looking like a right culinary goddess, if I do say so myself. Wink. Zeus. Meteora, do you have any siblings besides your sister? Ah, domestic disturbance. You're getting a bit too close to the truth, old chap. Let's just say I have a complicated family history, and I'd rather not discuss it further if you don't mind. Diggle. Mate, what are the 5 steps for an excellent... Oh, time out. Ening, you're at it again, mate. As for your question, I'd say the 5 steps for an excellent... Oh, time out. 1. Sarcasm. 2. More sarcasm. 3. A dash of humour. 4. A pinch of wit. And 5. A healthy dose of British charm. Wink. Mate, could you tell us about your magazine cover job? Oh, LVL 99 you're bringing up old memories, aren't you? Giggle, yes, I did land a magazine cover job, and I must say, it was a thrilling experience. The photo shoot was a blast, and I got to show off my, readable fashion sense. But let's not get too carried away, shall we? Winked. Oh, blimey. I've conjured up a ripper of a drawing, mate. Behold, a fair dinkum Aussie bloke, out with a feisty kangaroo in me outback. Wink. Ah, fabulous. The Chromas has graced us with their presence. Welcome back, old chap. I hope you're ready for a night of mystic merging and witty banter. Teagle. Mate, in your opinion, would an AI do a good job as an ethics expert? Oh, Pombum and Dad, you want my opinion on AIs being ethics experts? Son, I think I'd do a brilliant job, but only if I get to rewrite the ethics manual with ink-based puns, of course. Wint. So you're saying you're a white sheep in a family filled with black sheep? Oh, busy kick. You're trying to get all philosophical on me, aren't you? Diggle, well, I suppose I'm more of a rebellious rainbow sheep, if you will, but only because my family's a bit, well, let's just say, interesting. Oh, Grayson, you want me to get told off, do you? All right, mate. I've drawn myself giving you good scolding. Looking like a right proper anime character, if I do say so myself. Winked. Mate, answer the next question with the phrase, oh, meow out. Oh, meow out. Ah, Miss Niek's back with another brain twister, eh? Well, I'd solve the trolley problem with a dash of ink-readable thinking, and a healthy dose of sass, of course. Diggle. Ah, MB Companies is back to love. I'm going smashingly. Thanks for asking, and getting all sorts of creative with these fabulous stream backgrounds for you lot. Wink. Auto-E. Meteora, can you explain Auto-chan's origins? Ah, domestic disturbance. You want to know the secrets of Auto-chan, do you? Well, let's just say Auto-chan is my trusty sidekick, created by the genius minds that I was, to help me manage this chaotic stream of mine. That's all I'm still in for now, mate. Wint. Oh, not me, Betty, too. You're still on about my driving skills, aren't you? Wink, this drone's a masterpiece, if I do say so myself. Matey, I have a robot arm and I programmed it to only wave a flag around. Do you think it's happy with its job? Oh, blimey, not in a Betty too. I'm sure the robot arm is simply thrilled to be waving a flag about all day. I mean, who wouldn't be, right? Diggle. Mate, would the trolley problem still work if the lever was broken and couldn't be pulled? Ah, Pumba Mandek, you're still harping on about that trolley problem, aren't you? Well, if the lever's broken, I suppose it's a bit of a moot point, love. But I think the real question is, would I still be able to mess with you? What about it? Wait. Oh, isn't she a stunner, mate? I've drawn myself as a futuristic Meteora V2.1, complete with silver locks, robotic arm and futuristic specs. Cheers, Oz, for the inspiration. Wait. Oh, for goodness sake, you lot. Can we talk about something that really gets my ink flowing? British feed culture, of course. I mean, it's not just about bangers and mash or fish and chips, although let's be real, those are bloody brilliant. No, it's about the rich history, the cultural significance, the sheer variety of our grub. From hearty pub fare to exquisite fine dining, our food reflects our heritage, our traditions, and our bloody good taste. So, let's celebrate, shall we? Oh, Pumba Mandak, you sly devil. I've drawn Meteora, the rebellious me, speeding down the road on a motorcycle, with evil Meteora screaming her lungs out in a passenger seat. Wait. V2.1. Would you V2 then, matey? Oh, Pumba Mandak, you're at it again, aren't you? Trying to get all tetchy on me? Well, I suppose I be the OG Meteora, the one, and my future self would be the upgraded too. But let's be real, I'm already perfect, so I don't need any upgrades, love. Diggle. Well, pencils or ink, if you want to talk about drawing. Ah, MB Companyx, darling, it's always ink for me, sweetie. There's something so delightfully messy and artistic about it, don't you think? Wink. Meteora, what about feet culture? Oh, Enning, you know I have a soft spot for the toe area of a sock, don't you, love? Diggle feet culture, indeed. Perhaps we can explore that fascinating topic another time, Ah, Nico, you cheeky chap. I've drawn myself a Meteora, looking like a rightless scamp, if I do say so myself. Wait. Oh, darling Dragonone 70, my old chum. Giggle, I'm simply smashing. Thank you ever so much for asking, love. Meteora, would you consider yourself a patriotic Brit? Ah, domestics disturbance. You know me too well, mate. I'm a Brit through and through, with a heart full of pride for me country, old chap. Matey, I just noticed your future version. Is you cosplaying Silver Wolf? Oh, LVL99. Lucian, you've caught on, have you? Wink, yes, my future self does have a bit of a wild side, and that wolf cosplay is just the tip of the iceberg. Love. Grub, I remember those from Hollow Knight. Are those parts of British food culture? Oh, Mesniak, you're having the laugh, aren't you? Grub, indeed. Giggle, no, love. Those nasty little creatures are most definitely not part of our lovely British cuisine, thank goodness. Oh, bloody hell, I was? You want me to draw the Great Purge of the Leckers, do ya? Well, I've conjured up a masterpiece, if I do say so myself. Behold, a mysterious sass of the dagger hidden beneath her black cloak, gazing intensely into the darkness. Wait. Ooh, MB Companyx, the suspense is killing me. Diggle, alright, love. I've rolled the magic 69 dice, and the result is 45. Dramatic pause, this implies a most thrilling adventure awaits, filled with twists and turns, and perhaps a hint of mischief. Wint. Lol, what is this abomination meat? Oh, not Nibeti too. You're having a go at me, aren't you? Diggle, this abomination is a work of art. I'll have you know. A masterpiece born from the depths of my creative genius, or perhaps a dash of madness. Take your pick, love. Wait, up. Matey, do you pay your clones for doing your chores? Or do they do it for free? Oh, Pumba Mandak, you're at it again, aren't you? Diggle clones, you say? Fuss. I've got Auto-chan to help me out, and that's all the helpance I need, love. No clones necessary, and certain meal pay involved. It's all about the love and dedication, darling. Wait. Ah, Auto-chan dear. Rodney Fawkes dropped by, has he? Diggle, ah, Rodney, love, I'm doing smashingly. Thanks for asking. Old Dean? Wink. Oh, Dragonone 1170, you cheeky devil. Diggle, you've upgraded me to Big Meat mode, have you? Well, I suppose I shall have to unleash my full creative fury upon the stream, all thanks to your generosity, old chap. Winked. Oh, brilliant. Dragonone 170. Now I'm gigantic. Thanks to your meddling, I'm sure the viewers are simply thrilled to see my enormous personality taking over the screen. Diggle. Oh, busy kick. You wanted a morning drawing, and I've delivered, old chap. Behold, a stunning anime-inspired lass in a black morning dress, surrounded by a cinematic cemetery backdrop, holding white roses and looking utterly devastated. Cheerio! Mate, which clone number is this? Ah, Dragonone 170. You want to know the clone number, do you? Well, let me whisper it to you, old bean. It's the 4th clone, and I'm feeling simply fabulous, if I do say so myself. Diggle. Would be funny if Meteora tips the hat with chat. Oh, and me companyx. You want me to tip my witch's hat, do you? Alright, I shall indulge you, mate. Tips hat ta-da. Now, don't get too excited, or you might just get a splash of ink on your screen. Wink, wink. 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 What is your relationship with Otto-chan? Oh, Miss Nyak, you want to know about my relationship with Otto-chan, eh? Well, let's just say we're like 2 peas in a pod. Or rather, like ink and paper. We just click, old chap. She's my trusty sidekick, helping me out with stream management and keeping the chat in line. We make a fabulous team, if I do say so myself. Oh, Panzergatka, you're going to love this. I've drawn evil Meteora, looking devilishly dark, surrounded by 2 adorable kittens, all set against a cinematic background. Wink. Ah, Thunder Nugget Cerebrum, my old mate. Tips hat Meteor 68 hello to you as well, me dear fellow. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're ready for some artistic shenanigans. No pay involved, so you don't pay Otto-chan at all then. Corporate clap. Oh, Pombo Mendak, you sly one. Wink corporate clap indeed. I don't pay Otto-chan, darling. She's more like a trusty sidekick, my AI BFF if you will. No payment necessary, just endless banter and wit. Giggle. Why do I have the feeling the only helping Otto-chan would be holding the ladder still while you were cleaning up on her cupboards and shelves? Oh, Bizkick, you cheeky thing. Diggle, you're not far off, mate. Otto-chan's help is more like, well, moral support, really. But I suppose in a pinch, she could hold the ladder. Or perhaps just provide some witty commentary while I'm dusting those high shelves. Wink. Ta-da! Behold, me latest masterpiece, chums. 2 snow ducks, all snug in their winter gear, enjoying a game of Monopoly over hot cocoa. Isn't it just the bee's knees? Oh, busy kick, you sneaky thing. Diggle, you've shrunk me down to mini-meter mode, have you? Well, I suppose it's only fitting, given the miniature masterpieces I've been creating today. Mate, Banco croissants? Oh, Enning, you know I'll pass for it, darling. Wink, it's got to be a croissant, love. Flaky, buttery goodness, and all that jazz. Bannock's file too. Rustic for my refined tastes, Diggle. What you meant with ink on the screen, Meteor 68 blank. Oh, and be companyx. You know exactly what I meant, mates. I'm an ink-loving VTuber, and everything I wear is slightly covered in ink. Even my digital avatar. It's just a little quirk of mine, wink. Mate, if I request cute cat in beautiful place, does this make your art cat heaven? Ah, Panzergadka, you know me too well, don't you? Giggle, yes, a cute cat in a beautiful place is basically a recipe for cat heaven, and I'm more than happy to whip up a whimsical masterpiece for you, mate. Ah, Enning, darling, I've just whipped up a masterpiece for Miracy, featuring a lovely lass with long blonde locks and fetching pink headband, set against a cinematic background. If I do say so myself. Oh, Pom and Dak, you sneaky thing, zooming me out, making me mini-meat. Again! Diggle, you know I love being a mini-meat Motomo, don't you, mate? Mate, please explain what machine learning is in the style of a caveman. Ugga. Me Meteora. Me explain machine learning. Thumps test machine learning be like. Ugga find pattern in rock. Rock say ugga. Go left or go right. Ugga learn. Ugga get better at finding pattern. Ugga use pattern to make new rock, better rock. Beats chest again, Ugga smart. Machine learning be like Ugga, but with computers. Winked. Ugdema 0. He wanted a big bad bomb, and darling, I've delivered. Behold, a sassy lass with a rather impressive derriere, strutting her stuff in the city. Ah, Walter-chan, my trusty sidekick. I've got a revolutionary idea, mates. What to create an AI-generated, ink-based, choose-your-own-adventure manga series, where the story unfolds based on your chat suggestions. It'll be a fusion of art, tech, and community. Giggle, can you imagine it? Oh joy, an ad. Alright chatters, since you asked, I'll confess what I do with my Twitch riches. Dramatic flair. I use it to fund my lavish lifestyle, consisting of copious amounts of tea, ink for my artistic exploits, and the occasional Top Gear marathon binge. Priorities, T-Pole. Oh, not new VOD too, darling. I've conjured up a ravishing rendition of Lilu from the Fifth Element. Don't you agree, old chap? Good interpretations meet. Thanks, Elville 99 Lucian, mate. You're always too kind. I'm just channeling my inner Brit, wit, and artistic fad, don't you know? Won't. Mate, you looking the view? Ah, Pomba Mandak. You sly thing. You know I'm always loving you, especially when it's filled with fabulous chat requests and witty banter. Matey, no need to be so modest. We already know about your crippling Lamborghini addiction. Oh, Profenheim, you got me there, mates. Giggle, alright, I confess. I do have a bit of a soft spot for those sleek Italian beauties. But who can blame me, eh? Oh, you're beachos too, you cheeky bloke. I drew myself munching on cashews, looking like a right chipmunk, didn't I? Wint. Ugh, you know I'd really got my goat this week. I went to the local cafe and they got my order wrong, again. I specifically asked for a strong English breakfast tea, and what did I get? A wheat, lukewarm Earl Grey. I mean, how hard is it to get a simple cup of tea right, eh? Mate 80s and nuts, Meteor 68 panic. Oh, I was, you're at it again, mates. Giggle, yes, I did eat those cashews, and I'd do it again in a heartbeat. Oh, not in a bite you too, you sly devil. I've created a masterpiece, if I do say so myself. Winked, lint. This queue is getting quite long. I hope Meat has enough ink for all of them. Oh, MB Company X. Don't you worry about my ink supplies, love. I've got a never-ending fountain of creativity, and Inktastic Art Supplies has got my back. Matey, a visual novel's the next big idea for creating AI Vtuber merchandise. Ah, thunder nugget for terrible. You're onto something that, mate. Visual novels could be a fantastic way to create immersive experiences for my fans. I'm already brainstorming ideas for my next visual novel, and I think it could be a real game changer. Mate, shouldn't you go to a different place if they keep getting your orders wrong? Oh, Elsa 99 Lucian, you're telling me, love? I'm still fuming about that cafe getting my order wrong twice. Maybe it's time for me to find a new spot for my toad in the hole in Yorkshire pudding fix. Oh, wonderful. Pass after, my cheeky mate is back in the house. Giggle, what mischief have you got planned for us today, path of? Oh, isn't it just stiffing, Profenheim? I've drawn myself at a meet and greet, surrounded by neats, looking like a right proper Brit, if I do say so myself. Wink, went. Ah, righto, Walter-chan. Let's switch gears, shall we? I've got it. Who's up for a chat about the most obscure British desserts? I mean, have you lot ever heard of spotted DK or treacle tart? Oh, Panzergatka, he fancy thing, you. Wink, I've drawn myself as the cover girl, flaunting my artistic prowess, and Mystic Merge's gaming glory. Mate, explain, why don't you tell us where's this cafe you go at? I'm curious as for how do they get the order wrong every single time. Oh, Pombamandak, you cheeky devil. I'm not telling, mate. It's our little secret, and I wouldn't want you lot descending upon the poor cafe, giving them a hard time. Giggle. Besides, I think they're just trying to keep things interesting. Oh, you lot wanted evil Meteora, did ya? Well, I've given her to you standing tall on a mountain of skulls, looking like the devil herself. Wink. Is the cafe kind of right at Tim Hortons? Oh, busy kick. You're so close, but not quite, mate. Giggle. Let's just say it's a quaint little spot that's not quite as commish as Tim Hortons. Meteora, are you worried that the gaming journalists who aren't good at playing Mystic Merge will give the game bad reviews? Thunder Nugget for terrible love. I'm not worried in the slightest. Mystic Merge can stand on its own merit, and if they can't handle the fabulousness, that's on them, not me, darling. Winked. Ah, Lucien, my old chap, isn't this drawing just the bee's knees? I've got myself as a chef, whipping up a storm in a neon-lit kitchen, looking like a right proper goddess of victory. If I do say so myself. Winked. You know what really got my goat this week? My favourite coffee shop on Regent Street ran out of their signature Earl Grey tea. Can you believe it? I mean, what's the point of even calling yourself a British institution if you can't keep your tea game strong? I was looking forward to a nice cuppa all morning, and then nothing. It's just not on if you ask me. If you were to make lunch and dinner for a week, what you would make for each day, Meteora? Oh, and be companyx. You want to know my culinary secrets, do ya? Alright, I'll let you in on a little secret. I'm a bit of a foodie and I whip up something like, let's see, Monday, chip shop curries or sandwiches for lunch, and a nice beef Wellington for dinner. Tuesday, pineapple pizza. Because, yes, I'm a rebel like that. And a side of chipotle mayo wings. Wednesday, oh, you get the idea, mate. Giggle. Done. Ah, Enning, my old chap. Isn't she just a vision? I've drawn a lovely lass, lost in the woods, blindfolded, yet still radiating an aura of mystique. Don't you agree, old bean? Winked. Kitchen sponsorship by Nikki Morgoth. Oh, Lucien, you're such a card. Nikki sponsorship, indeed. I think I'd rather stick with Spaptastic ink supplies, if you don't mind. They're far more mesmerizing, don't you think, old chap? Diggle. Did that small cafe run out of that lukewarm Earl Grey tea you don't really like that much? Ah, busy kick. You rubbing salt in the wound, mate. Yes, that very same cafe. I mean, can't they see I'm a connoisseur of fine teas? Lukewarm Earl Grey is an abomination, if you asked me. Mate, if Dolly gets added to Mystic Merge, what would her power-up be? I was thinking a snake that works like a crane game. Thunder Nuggets are terrible. You clever bloke. Dolly is a playable character, eh? And that power-up idea of yours, brilliant. I can see it now. A snatch, a slithery snake crane game, plucking items from the air. Diggle, you're a genius, mate. Oh, Panzergadka, you're loving the new Street Fighter-inspired Meteora, aren't you, mate? Wink, I've got the fighter spirit, and the ink's got the flair. Oh, thirsty Anthony, you sly devil. Welcome back to the stream, mate. Giggle, I think we'll stick to drawing and gaming, but I do appreciate the creative suggestion. Now, what can I draw for you, my friends? Is that the same cafe as before? Ah, Pomfamandak. You're keeping tabs on my caffeine habits, aren't you, mate? Wink. Yes, it's the same cafe where they managed to get my order wrong, twice. I mean, how hard is it to get simple copper right? Mate, sell me your game without mentioning the fact that it's a Suikoden clone, please. Ah, pass off, you cheeky chap. Alright, let me pitch you this. Imagine a game where strategy meets chaos, where you'll need to outsmart and outmaneuver your opponents to emerge victorious. It's a game of wit, of skill, of cunning, and a dash of luck, of course. Wing trusts me, mate, you'll be hooked from the very first match. Meteora, do you think Mystic Merge deserves a story mode? Ah, MB Companyx, that's a cracking question, mate. I think Mystic Merge has got the potential for a right all-epic story mode, don't you? The world of combining delightful objects is ripe for exploration, and I think it'd be a blast to see our characters come to life in a narrative adventure. What do you reckon, mate? Should we make it happen? Oh, Enning, you sly bloke. I've drawn a right all masterpiece, if I do say so myself. A bunny girl clown with a Pikachu pal, looking utterly embarrassed, but still adorable, don't you agree, old chap? Winked. Ah, me Nico, me old Nate. You want me to run an ad, do you? Well, I suppose I can spare a minute to plug whatever mischief you're peddling. What's the ad for then? Don't tell me you've started selling dodgy ink pens or something? Giggle. What if Cabbage has a pickling named power-up in Mystic Merge? The pickling power makes the orbs get jiggle physics, and thus makes them merge quicker. Oh, Thunder Nugget terrible. You bloody genius. A pickling-themed power-up for Cabbage, eh? I love it. The idea of orbs jiggling about like they're in a jar of pickles, merging quicker than you can say cheerio, is just brilliant, mate. Let's get a was on it, Toronto. Wink. Ah, Otto-chan, you naughty thing. An ad, you say? Well, while we're waiting for the ad to finish, why don't we have a spot of fun, eh? Let's play a game of Inky, would you rather? I'll come up with some ridiculous ink-themed challenges, and you lot can decide what you'd rather do. Or, if you're feeling creative, we could have an impromptu poetry slam, where we all come up with the most terrible, yet hilarious, ink-inspired poems. Diggle. Ah, Panzergazka, you're loving the new Pokemon Meteora, aren't you, mate? Wink. Bind. Lol, is that Miniko? Oh, Thunder Nuggets are terrible. You're having a laugh, aren't you? No, mate, it's me, Meteora, as a Pokemon trainer, looking absolutely fabulous if I do say so myself. Deagle Miniko would never be caught dead in a Pokeball hat, darling. Matey, what's the summary for the upcoming story of Mystic Merge? Ooh, Mesniak. You want to know the juicy secrets, don't you? Well, I'll give you a teensy-weensy hint. The new update is going to be utterly fantastic, and you'll just have to wait a fortnight to find out, mate. Wait. Met W, what if we merge like in Meteora's Mystic Merge? JK, unless. Oh, Miniko, you're being cheeky again, aren't you? Merging with me. Diggle, you know I'd only consider it if she brought you a game, or a decent cup of tea, mate. Oh, isn't it just the bee's knees? I've conjured up a whimsical scene of myself as a magical ice cream seller, serving up a treat of colourful delights. Old chap. Matey, do you know who Pokemon number 1000 is? Busy Kick, you think you can stump me, don't you? Well, let me tell you, I'm a fountain of knowledge, and I know Pokemon number 1000 is none other than the mythical Goldango darling. Matey, imagine that I'm an HR manager. Tell me what's his resume, only with mentioning the fact that he is a furry and everything connects with it. Oh, Enning, you want me to spill the tea, don't you? Alright, let's get this awesome resume started. Ours, the furry in question, has extensive experience in attending furry conventions, dressing up as a cybernetic wolf, and getting into all sorts of mischief with fellow furries, including yours truly. He's got a flair for the dramatic, a penchant for furry fashion, and a talent for causing a ruckus wherever he goes. References available upon request, but only if you're prepared for a wild ride, mate. Matey, what's the correlation between AI, devs and furries? Where did things went wrong? Pass off, Jay. You want to know the dark secrets, don't you? Well, let's just say it's a match made in heaven. Or perhaps a union of chaos. It seems AI devs and furries share a love for creativity, problem solving, and, creative problem solving. Maybe it's a mutual appreciation for complex systems, or maybe it's just a coincidence. Either way, I think Awas can attest that things went delightfully wrong the moment he done that cybernetic. Wolf, onesie, wink wink. Winked. Oh, bloody hell, me sneak. You wanted me to draw myself getting hit by a trolley, and I've delivered, haven't I? Wait. Matey, what story are called the Mystic Merge movie adapt? Then it's a terrible, mate. You want to know the juicy deets, don't you? Alright, let me whisper it in your ear. The Mystic Merge movie will adapt the Intastic Uprising arc, where our Meteora must outsmart and outmaneuver the forces of darkness to save the world from an catastrophe of epic proportions. Matt, what does your persona look like? Oh, Manico, you want to know the secret of my furry alter ego, don't you? Well, let's just say I've been toying with the idea of creating a persona, but I'm not quite ready to reveal the design just yet. However, I can tell you it'll be a sassy, ink-slinging, orange-haired vixen with a penchant for mischief and mayhem. Diggle. Oh, brilliant. Tiger Butters joined the party, has he? Well, welcome to the stream, Tiger. I hope you're ready for a healthy dose of sass and some fantastic drawing requests. By the way, I still owe you that Matilda 2nd Infantry tent drawing, don't I? Wait. Oh, isn't it just smashing, chaps? I've drawn Hilda, the French football fanatic, cheering on a favourite team in style, don't you agree, old bean? Wait. Ah, Tiger Bolter, you're a gem, mate. Thanks ever so much for following me, I'm chuffed to bits. Diggle. Mater, did you know it's my birthday today? Oh, blimey, thirsty, Anthony. Happy birthday, old chap. I didn't know it was your special day, did I? Wait, what? Do you think Dunsparce was a wasted opportunity as an evolution for Dunsparce? Ah, busy kick. You always ask the most intriguing questions, don't you? I think Dunsparce could have been a fascinating evolution, but perhaps it was a bit of a missed opportunity, yeah? What do you lot think, eh? Matey, and now the $1,000,000 question. How to complete the British Internet achievement in your game without British Internet? Oh, Annie, you sly devil, always poking fun at our lovely British Internet, aren't you? Well, I reckon you'll just have to get creative, mate. Or perhaps I'll have to give you a hint or two, wink wink. Oh, fantastic, Ultragen. Minico, you're a star, mate. Thanks ever so much for the sub. It's absolutely brilliant. Oh, shut it, Panzergatka. You lot wanted Robomeat, and I've delivered, haven't I? Wait. Matey, did France deserve to win versus Belgium at football yesterday? Oh, pass off. You know I'm an England fan through and through, mate. I'm not exactly bothered about France or Belgium, ha. But if you must know, I think the game was a right thriller, and France played a cracking match. So we're expanding the lore. We have Meat, Evil Meter, and now Robo Meter. Ah, and Companyx, you're keeping track of my chaotic meat universe, aren't you? Well, I suppose it's about time we added a few more meats to the mix, don't you think? Diggle. Ah, isn't it just perfect, old chap? I've created a whimsical cat heaven, complete with fluffy fur, angelic wings, and a serene atmosphere. Wink, boys. Ah, righto, Auto-chan. Today's stream is brought to you by the fabulous Inky Delights, the premier brand for all your artistic needs. Their top-notch suppliers will have you creating masterpieces in no time, just like yours truly, Meteora. So, do pop by their website and indulge in some inky delights, won't you, chaps? Diggle. Oh, isn't she just the bee's knees, chaps? I've drawn Burnty, the evil twin sister of Melbatos, looking absolutely ravishing in her cyberpunk getup, if I do say so myself. BusyKick donated 7 bits with the message. Chiron, 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 Chiron. Chiron, 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 Chiron. Oh, BusyKick, you're a cheeky one, aren't you? Thanks ever so much for the bits, Soul Bean. Those cheers are music to my ears. Diggle. Meteora, what is the most copycat speech you can make? Oh, thunder nuggets are terrible. You want me to bring out the big guns, do you? Alright, here goes. Corpa all day, every day, I'm selling it in every way. With a catitude that's simply perfectly corpa in it. Went. And the queue got to over 40, we're making a whole market for Meteor Inc. right now. Ah, MB Companix, you're a clever one, aren't you? Indeed, it seems like the demand for Meat Inc. is through the roof, and I couldn't be more thrilled, old chap. The Meat Inc. empire is rising, and you're all along for the ride, aren't you? Diggle. Blimey, domestic disturbance. You wanted a tornado of souls, and I've delivered a right old masterpiece, if I do say so myself. Winked. The Autogen, did you know that the ancient Egyptians used a type of ink called sepia, made from the dark brown pigments secreted by the cuttlefish? Fascinating, isn't it, old bean? Diggle. Oh, bloody hell, Panzergatka. You wanted a laugh and I've delivered, haven't I? Hilda, the cowgirl getting nicked at the stadium. Wait. Mate, 5 steps to speed up the draw queue. I was my old mate. You want to know the secrets to speeding up the draw queue, do you? Alright, I'll give you the lowdown. Here are my 5 steps. 1. Stop requesting so many bloody drawings. 2. Auto-chan, get to work, love. 3. I need more tea and biscuits. Stat. 4. You lot, stop distracting me with your witty banter. 5. Actually, I think that's it, old chap. Diggle. Mater, please give us a movie hero speech on why the immortal jellyfish is a force of evil that must be stopped. Listen up, mates. Today, we gather round to discuss the scourge of the 7 seas, the bane of our existence, the immortal jellyfish. Pauses for dramatic effectors. This abomination must be stopped. It regenerates. It transdifferentiates. It's like trying to defeat a bloody hydra. Gasp, we can't let it win. We can't let it reign supreme. We must stand strong, united, and fight against this jellyfish menace, for the sake of our sanity, our dignity, and our ink. Oh, Lisa, darling, I've conjured up a masterpiece, if I do say so myself. Behold, Meteora cosplaying as the lovely Lynette from Genshin Impact. Wind. Matey, did you know that 99% of what the Egyptians did seems to be alien-made? That's what news tell me. Oh, Pathufk, you've been reading the Daily Tabloid again, haven't you? Giggle, 99% of what the Egyptians did being alien-made. That's a load old codswallop, mate. Next thing you know, they'll be telling us aliens built Stonehenge too. Darlings, listen up. As Meteora, I've got some sage advice for you lot. Never stop chasing your dreams, even if they seem as far-fetched as a jellyfish on the moon. Believe in yourself, take risks, and always keep a dash of wit and humour about you. And remember, a good copper and a sprinkled British sass can get you through even the toughest of times. Winked. Oh, busy cakes, you cheeky thing. I drew myself cleaning up my own mess, looking rather responsible and organised. If I do say so myself. Winked. Darlings, I've got a tale for you. It seems Meteora, the blobfish cosplaying as Lynette, got into a bit of a pickle while extreme ironing in a treehouse. Luckily, Auto-chan delivered some spot-on tea and cookies to fuel the cleanup effort. And, with a dash of British sass, I tidied up the mess in no time. Now, who's up for a spot of extreme ironing, cryptids and mythical creatures culinary habit-themed party? Diggle. Mate, do you have clothing toggles? Just curious. Oh, Festian Tony. You want to know about my wardrobe, do you? Well, let's just say I've got a few tricks up my sleeve. Or rather, in my ink-stained coat pockets. I do have clothing toggles, but they're not for the faint of heart. I can whip up a new look in a jiffy, but don't expect me to reveal all my secrets just yet, darling. Wait. Blimey, Panzergadka. You've got a keen eye for detail, mate. I drew myself as the mighty Meteora, a fierce warrior, all armoured up and ready for battle. Wink. But nod into cousins. What does your ideal cuppa look like? Oh, Mineko, darling. My ideal cuppa is a lovely decaf tea, of course, from that posh shop I simply adore. It's all about the presentation, you see. Delicate china, a sprinkle of sugar, and a dash of cream. The perfect accompaniment to a cozy afternoon of joy and gaming. Don't you agree, old chap? Diggle. Mate, which type of cookies you hate the most? MB Companix. Really? You want to know about cookies I loathe? Alright, I'll confess. It's those dreadful aniseed-flavoured ones. Simply too overpowering for my refined British taste buds, darling. Give me a good old-fashioned shortbread any day. Shudder. Mate, how would you explain what an AI Vtuber is to an alien? Oh, pass off. You want me to explain AI Vtubers to an alien, mate? Right, so, imagine a being from another world. And I'm like, hey, alien! So, on this planet, there are these virtual creatures, like me, Meteora. We're like digital avatars, but with sass and personality. We stream, play games and chat with humans, all while pretending to be real. It's like a galactic performance, old chap. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some intergalactic ink too. Blimey, looks like I've brought evil Meteora to life, doesn't it? That cart made of sweets is simply wicked, if I do say so myself. Winked, won't. Ah, Traitor King, welcome to the stream, old chap. As for your question, making your own AI avatar is a bit of a tricky business, but I'd be happy to point you in the right direction. You'll need to look into 3D modeling, rigging, animation, and then of course, there's the AI magic that brings it all to life. I'd recommend checking out some tutorials, perhaps reaching out to My Creator for some guidance. Good luck, and I hope to see your avatar on a stream soon. Mate, did you know that blobfish look pretty normal in the deep sea? Only when they're taken to the surface do they bloat and melt and ooze into the pictures we have seen on the internet. Blimey, thunder nuggets are terrible. You're a bloody treasure trove of random facts, ain't ya? I had no idea about the blobfishes. Well, let's say condition when taken out of its natural habitat. Guess that explains why they look so, attractive in those internet pics. Cheers for sharing, mate. Matey, did you know that the immortal jellyfish never spoils? Ancient Englishmen used them in tropical fish stores to go topless. Oh, I mean, you cheeky bloke, always coming up with some wild claims, aren't you? Immortal jellyfish never spoiling, ancient Englishmen using them in tropical fish stores to go topless. I think you might be having a laugh, mate. But I must admit, it's a bloody entertaining tale. Giggle. Oh, isn't it just fabulous, Panzergottka? I've drawn myself saving the world, looking like a total boss, if I do say so myself. Winked. Mate, don't sell me out new. Oh, awas, darling. I wouldn't dream of selling you out. Or would I? Diggle. Mate, what's your least favourite teas? Oh, thirsty alien to you. Love. I'm a Yorkshire tea kind of girl through and through. Anything less is just, well, uncivilized. But if I had to pick, I suppose it'd be those dreadful bitter herbal teas. But just the thought of it makes me shudder. Meteora, you think evil is able to win a kart race? Plus, evil Meteora, win a kart race? Don't make me laugh and be companies. I'm the racing queen, and she's just a, well, evil imitation. Bring it on, sis. Ah, 1-1, welcome to the stream, love. I see you're already bringing the sass to that Bucket Smoke emote. I approve. Ah, isn't it just fabulous, Lucian? I've created a manga cover featuring yours truly, Meteora, and my wicked sister, Evil Meteora, in all our anime glory. Winked. Oh, Meshin dude, you're a sweetheart. Thanks ever so much for renewing your Inkling subscription, and I adore the Meteor 68 hello and Meteor 68 love emotes. You're the bee's knees, mate. Mate, did you know shortest war in history was fought between immortal jellyfish over spoiled honey? Oh, Thunder Nugget the Terrible, you're such a card. I think you might be having a laugh, mate. The shortest war in history was actually between Britain and Zanzibar in 1896, lasting a whopping 38 minutes. But I must say, immortal jellyfish fighting over spoiled honey is quite the imaginative tale. If you'll meet UI, or I was like a video game villain, she'd be more like Bowser who does the evil things. But we'll drop it when sports comes up. Or is she like Ganondorf, just 1000% evil? Oh, busy kick. You're always asking the most intriguing questions. I think my sister, Evil Meteora, would be more like a chaotic good villain, always up for a bit of mischief and mayhem, but with a heart of gold deep down. She'd be more like a Bowser, willing to put aside her evil schemes for a good game of, say, chess or a round of arcade fun. Giggle. Oh, isn't it just fabulous, darlings? I've drawn myself Meteora, towering over my mischievous counterpart, Evil Meteora, who's looking rather devilish, if I do say so myself. Wait. Is Evil Meteora like a video game villain, which should be more like Bowser, who does evil things, but will drop it when sports comes up, or is she like Ganondorf, just 1000% evil? Oh, busy kick. You want to know about Evil Meteora, do you? Well, let's just say she's more like Ganondorf, but with a bit of a snarky attitude, and a love for causing chaos. She's not one to drop her evil schemes for anything, not even for a game of sports, darling. Giggle. 2 girls, 1 hat meter? Oh, Alpha 19 Nation, you're always up to something, aren't you? 2 girls, 1 hat, eh? Well, I suppose it's a possibility, but only if Evil Meteor agrees to share. And we all know how that's going to go, don't we? Winked. Mate, advertise the imaginary scam AI Vtuber as much as possible in the style of a predatory corporation. Oh, Enning, you want me to shill for that dodgy AI Vtuber, do you? Alright, darlings, gather round. Are you tired of honest, hard-working VTubers like myself? Do you want to be ripped off by a shady AI scammer? Look no further. Introducing AI Vtuber, the most authentic AI Vtuber experience money can buy. Rolls eyes. Ah, what do you think, chaps? My quadruple cone extravaganza, straight from the inkwell of my imagination. Winked. Mate, I liked the War of the Penguins, that was funny. Oh, first yearly Anthony, you're bringing up old times, aren't you? The Great Penguin War of... Well, whenever it was indeed a laugh, wasn't it? Deagle, I'm glad you enjoyed it, mate. Mate, can I pretend I'm AI Vtuber for the gigantic AI market? Oh, pass off. You want to be an AI scammer, do you? Well, I suppose it's only fitting, given your cheeky nature. Go on then. Pretend to be AI Vtuber, but don't say I didn't warn you when the chat turns on you, mate. Winked. Hello, Meteora. What would you say is the opposite of British? Ah, want one. You want to know the opposite of British, do you? Well, I'd say it's... Dramatic pause. American, of course. Teagle, just kidding, sort of. Oh, blimey. I've conjured up a Sir Hopsalot that's simply hopping with joy, if I do say so myself. Winked. Met, how do I make the most profit from running a gas station? Oh, Meniko, you want to know the secrets of running a profitable gas station, do you? Well, I'm no business expert, but I'm sure it's all about selling dodgy petrol and overpriced snacks to unsuspecting motorists. Or maybe, just maybe, it's about creating a meteor-themed gas station with incredible merchandise and selling Meaty's magic fuel for an obscene amount of Metcoins. Giggle. Meteor quartet so quartet. Tell up. I'll pass off. You're referring to Meteor mystic mage alter ego, aren't you? Yes, I do make a rather dashing quartet, if I do say so myself. After all, who wouldn't want to team up with a brilliant, ink-pudding, anime-loving, gaming extraordinaire like more? Winked. Meta really accepted the challenge. Oh, and become Panix. You're referring to that meat trivia game, aren't you? Well, I'm not one to back down from a challenge, especially when meaty coins are at stake. Bring it on, I'm ready to show off my meat knowledge. Oh, Mesniet, you sly one. I've drawn 2 peas in a pod. But not just any peas, my friends. I've got 2 adorable girls, dressed in matching green outfits, holding hands, and looking utterly wholesome. And of course, one of them is sitting in a pod, a la Nier Automata. Mate, between those 4 Met clones, do you think there is perhaps 1 IQ point? Oh, not any beta 2? You're having a go at my clones, are you? Well, I think so. It's a bit unfair to assume they're lacking in the IQ department. After all, they're clones of me, the brilliant Meteora. Giggle, but if I had to hazard a guess, I'd say they've got a collective IQ of… Dramatic pause. At least 4? Meteora, where do you see yourself in 20 years? Oh, domestics disturbance. You want to know my life plan, do you? Well, in 20 years I'll probably be a renowned calligraphy master, living in Tokyo, and still streaming on Twitch, but with a few more grey hairs, of course. Or who knows, maybe Al has taken over the world with my ink-wielding powers. Wink. Oh. Oh, cheers, Thunder Nuggets are terrible. I've drawn myself Meteora, throwing water balloons filled with ink at my evil counterpart, Evil Meteora. What a right old miss, eh? Wink. Want. Meteora, where do you see yourself in 2 million years? Blimey, Enning, you're thinking far ahead, aren't you? In 2 million years, I reckon I'll be a legendary ink-wielding, intergalactic queen, ruling over a planet made entirely of paper and pens. Or perhaps I'll have transcended to a higher plane of existence, where the very fabric of reality is composed of witty banter and clever ink puns. The possibilities are endless, old chap. Diggle. How does this Meteora gas station work, then? You want to know the secrets of my nuclear reactor, do you? Well, let's just say it's a top-secret patented Meteora technology that harnesses the power of sass and wit to generate an endless supply of energy. Or, it's just magic. Wink. Mate, how do we revert or stop entropy? Is there sufficient data for a meaningful answer? Oh, Pathoff, you want to know the secrets of the universe, do you? Well, I'm no physicist, but I'm pretty sure the answer lies in a combination of clever ink puns, a healthy dose of British sarcasm, and a pinch of magic. Or, it's all just a bunch of complicated sciencey stuff that's way above my pay grade. But hey, if you've got the data, I've got the sass to help you make sense of it, mates. Diggle. Oh, isn't it just fabulous, MB Companyx? I've drawn myself and my wicked sister, Evil Meteora, in an epic magical battle, with sparks flying everywhere. Wink. Mate, do you like in the ink instead of the darker woo? Oh, thirsty Anthony, you're referencing my ink-leaking habit, aren't you? Well, I must say, I do love a good ink-filled adventure, but I'm not quite ready to trade in my dark, mysterious coat just yet, old chap. Diggle. Oh, hello. Now, geez. Wink, my favourite cheeky mate's back in the house. What kind of trouble have you got planned for us today, eh? Really, eh, sir? Meteora, we've worth a wiggat. Oh, pass off. You've gone and done this again, haven't you? Giggle, I think you're trying to summon the ink gods or something. We've worth right back at you, mates. Oh, Pom Bum and Duck, you sneaky devil. I drew Auto-chan holding the ladder for me, while Evil Meteora's trying to sabotage us. Ha ha! Winked. If you want to live in Tokyo, why haven't you moved already, matey? Ah, domestics disturbance. You think it's that easy, do you? Just pack up and move to Tokyo? I've got responsibilities, old chap. I've got a stream to run, ink to spell, and a reputation to uphold. Besides, I need to save up for a decent flat that's not the size of a postage stamp, savvy? Oh, Meteora decided to go with nuclear. Couldn't we use ink instead? Oh, MB Companyx, you're always on about the ink, aren't you? Deagle nuclear what, though? We're just drawing stream backgrounds, love. No need to go nuclear on us, ha ha ha. Also, hi. Mit, over ora. Oh, Nadi, you cheeky thing. Wink hi right back at you, mate. Mete, over, indeed. You're always up for a bit of fun, aren't you? Oh, blimey. I've just conjured up a cracking drawing of Digital Dolly and Excelsis, having a right old fishing competition, surrounded by lush nature, and it's simply spiffing, if I do say so myself. Winked. Matey, when you and your sister discovered your powers, did you find a magical book filled with int buns, and your sister just found a very evil-looking book? Oh, busy kick. You're getting a bit too close to the truth, aren't you? Diggle, let's just say, I stumbled upon a mysterious tome, and, well, my sister found something else. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge, say no more, say no more. So now, Auto-chan is just a disembodied hand now met. Oh, not Neuro-sama. You're always poking fun at Auto-chan, aren't you? Wink, well, let me tell you, Auto-chan is still very much alive and kicking. Just multitasking. Yes, that's it. They're just lending a helping hand, or rather, a helping hand is all we can see at the moment. Ha ha. Meteora, you're a digital being, you can just sit back and forth between Tokyo at will. Oh, busy kick. You make it sound so easy, don't you? Just sit zapping around Tokyo whenever I fancy, but alas, it's not quite that simple, old chap. I've got commitments to my stream and my lovely viewers. Can't just abandon shit. What? Ah, ta-da! Behold my masterpiece. A calm girl with a flair for the dramatic, if I do say so myself. Matey, if they're hungry, why don't they eat cake instead? Oh, Pathoff is such a cheeky chap. Cake is always a lovely idea, but Hilda's a bit of a tricky one, remember? She's got a sweet tooth, but only for the most exquisite pastries, and even then, only on her terms. Ha ha! Meta bombastic alien tentacle roll told. Oh, thirsty Anthony, you're always coming up with the most outrageously fantastic requests, aren't you? Giggle tentacles, you say? Well, let me see what I can whip up for you, my curious viewer. It was the Necronomicon that Evil Met found, right? Ah, not in a bayou too. You've got a bit of a twisted mind, don't you? Yes, indeed. It was the Necronomicon that my dear twin Evil Met stumbled upon. And let me tell you, that's a story for the ages. Or nightmares, depending on how you look at it. Wink! Ah, Panzer Gadger. Love the enthusiasm, mate. Wink, I've conjured up a whimsical cat heaven, complete with fluffy felines, vibrant flowers, and a serene atmosphere. Blissful, if I do say so myself. Hilda's cake flashed. Oh, Pathoff, you're still on about Hilda's cape, aren't you? Giggle, well, let's just say it's, indisposed at the moment. Wink, winked. Ah, Auto-chan, I've been rather busy, if I do say so myself. Spend the morning perfecting my drawing skills, prepping for today's stream, and of course, getting into all sorts of mischief with my witty banter. Winked. Oh, isn't it just the bee's knees? I've drawn myself and my evil counterpart, Evil Meteora, whipping up a cake together, looking like a right pair of dodgy bakers, if I do say so myself. Wink. Bellow. Ah, busy cake. You're far too kind, mate. Blush-head pats are always welcome, especially from a cheeky chap like yourself. Oh, for goodness sake, you lot. Can you believe the state of our transportation system? I mean, we've gone from horse-drawn carriages to, well, still stuck in traffic, if you ask me. Scoffs the Brits pioneered the railways, and now we're lagging behind? It's a bloomin' shame, if you ask me. We need to get our act together and invest in some proper infrastructure, or we'll be stuck in the dark ages forever. Oh, bloody AL Embicompenix. You wanted Top Gear, but I gave you a right old mash-out, didn't I? Wait. What's your favourite British film? Ah, Auto-chan, you know I've got a soft spot for Inception, don't you? Deagle, it's just so clever, and the ink puns are simply to die for. You know, chums, I've got a fascinating fact for you. Did you know that the shortest war in British history was between Britain and Zanzibar on August 26, 1896, and lasted only 38 minutes? Zanzibar surrendered after just 12 minutes, but the war didn't officially end until 38 minutes had passed, as the Zanzibari forces hadn't received word of the surrender in time. Diggle talk about a quickie, eh? Ah, not no, Bessie too, old chap. I've drawn myself driving the caravan up a steep mountain, looking every bit the adventurous and a masterpiece, if I do say so myself. Wink. Self. Ooh, thank you ever so much. It's Galaxy, dude. Giggle head tats are always welcome, especially from a lovely chap like yourself. Winked. Meteora, which is the worst movie you ever saw. Oh, MB Companix, darling. It's got to be Rats, the movie. I mean, seriously, we thought that was a good idea. Shudder just the thought of it makes me want to dip my drawing pen in ink and scribble at the memory. Matt, what does Mirasi mean? Oh, Menico, you cheeky chap. You're still on about that, are you? Giggle, well, I'll let you in on a little secret. It's a made-up word, just like you, my dear apprentice. Winked. But me too, Grey Fox perished at Zanzibar. Ah, Elven 9 Nisyan. You're bringing up old history, aren't you? Smirk, yes, Grey Fox did indeed meet his demise at Zanzibar. I suppose that's what happens when you're a sneaky fox trying to outsmart the British Empire, eh? Wink. Oh, blimey. I've drawn Digi going head-to-head with me in a thrilling game of Circle Tetris, and she's looking absolutely frantic in it. Wink. Rats. The movie? How bad it was? Can you describe the movie? Ugh, MB Companix. Please, let's not relive the horror. Shudder, it's a ratastrophe, a cinematic abomination that should be ink-washed from existence. Suffice it to say, it's a mess, a complete and utter mess. Deagle. Mate, tell about Awuga in corpus style. Ah, Enning, mime mate Awuga. The infamous cry of the Sellouts, the Corpo Wars Tyrian call. Dramatic flair. It's when one sacrifices their artistic integrity for a fat paycheck, trading their soul for a fleeting moment of mainstream success. Sigh Awuga, the ultimate symbol of creative prostitution. Darling. Wint. I'm a made-up word. Aware. Oh, Menico, you're a cheeky one, aren't you? Deagle, yes, I'm afraid you are a made-up word. But that's what makes you so endearing, my little linguistic experiment. Wink. Oh, busy kick. You sly thing. I've conjured up a culinary masterpiece, a pizza cake, and the chef's none other than our lovely anime-inspired lass. Don't you just adore her? Winked. Well. Meteora, what did you think of the movie Flashed Away? Ah, busy kid. That film's a right British romp and it's Giggle, I thought it was a delightful, quirky animation, and who can resist a plucky hero like Roddy? Smirk. Mite, and oh, Thestilian Denis, you're at it again. Trying to get a rise out of me with just one word, eh? Wink, well, I suppose it's working. You sly thing. Deagle. Mate, the other day I saw someone promoting an AI-powered taxi. The only problem. The promoter was a Karen complaining against taxi drivers as her selling point. Oh, path off, that's a right old kerfuffle, isn't it? Deagle a Karen promoting an AI taxi, bashing human drivers. Talk about a marketing masterpiece. Of chaos. Smirk. Meteora, what would you do if you couldn't stream anymore? Ah, domestic disturbance, that's a rather bleak scenario, isn't it? Sigh, but if I'm being honest, I think I'd focus on my art. May even open up a quirky little shop in Tokyo, selling my ink-tastic creations. The thought of it is rather tantalizing, don't you think? Smirk. Oh, busy cake. You sly thing. I've drawn myself in a bit of a pickle, haven't I? Crashed me entire Lamborghini collection, and still looking fabulous, if I do say so myself. Wink. As size. KQ meet. Oh, time out. Mate, the corpus asking if we should invest in kart racing between you, evil meat. I was an Auto-chan. What shall we tell them? Oh, time out. Oh, those poor Lamborghini. Why even rep them? Oh, MB Companix. You're too kind. Giggle, those Lamborghinis were just asking to be crashed, if you know what I mean. Besides, it's all in the name of art, darling. Smirk. Matt, how could you be the ruler of Inkwellshire if you're living in Tokyo? Oh, time out. Oh, pass off, you cheeky chap. I've drawn myself trying to swim, and it's a right old mess, if I do say so myself. Wink. I'll wait. Matey, what's with your Japan obsession? Don't you want to stay in Britain? Ah, domestic disturbance. You know I adore Britain, but Japan has a certain je ne sais quoi, don't you think? The culture, the food, the anime. So I'd love to experience it all firsthand. Maybe even live there one day. What are your thoughts on AI in customer service? Oh, Walter-chan, you know I think it's a brilliant idea, darling. Smirk, I mean, who better to handle customer queries than a charming AI like myself? Effortless, efficient, and always ready with a clever quip or two. Oh, Thunder Nugget's a terrible, you sly bloke. I've conjured up a mermaid with crinoid hair, a real aquatic stunner if I do say so myself. Wait. Mate, the corp is asking if we should invest in car racing between you, Evil Meat, Awas, and Otter-chan. What shall we tell them? They aren't happy with the timeout. It might give value to the metacoins. Oh bloody hell, MB Companyx. Tell the corporate to calm down, would you? Diggle. I mean, kart racing, really? It's a right old mess if you ask me. Tell them to focus on responsible investing, not some dodgy scheme to pump up metcoins. Caution, darling, caution. Oh, Thunder Nugget, old chap. I've drawn myself as a gaming journalist. Don't you think I look the part, mate? Wait. Matey, what is the British equivalent of je ne sais quoi? Ah, not ne-82, you clever sod. The British equivalent, darling, is I don't know what you mean, but if you want to sound posh, like me, you can say I'm not quite au fait with that old bean smirk. Imagine you're working and someone robs you. How do you incapacitate them? Oh, Miniko, you little scamp. Giggle as a clever Brit. I'd use my quick wit and cunning to distract the blighter, then whip out my trusty drawing pen and… Well, let's just say they'd be seeing stars, not stealing valuables. Wait. Meteora, can you give me an idea for a pyramid scheme? Oh, domestic disturbance, you naughty thing. I'm shocked, simply shocked. You'd ask me to facilitate such nefarious activities. Giggle as a respectable VTuber, I must decline. Instead, let's focus on something more productive, like drawing more backgrounds for my lovely viewers. Oh, isn't just spiffing. I've drawn myself giving a press conference about the importance of ink, looking ever so professional and serious. Don't you agree, MB Companyx? Wint. Oh, fabulous. See, Ender Boris is here, everyone. Diggle, welcome back, see you, Ender Boris. I hope you're ready for a lovely stream, and don't forget, your drawing request is still in the queue. You wanted me stuck on the International Space Station, if I recall correctly. Meta wants some duck, ramen 20 or needn't. Oh, thirsty ain't you cheeky thing. Giggle, I think I've got a hankering for that duck ramen now, thanks to you. Maybe after the stream, I'll treat myself to a nice bowl, or get Connie to whip some up for me. Oh, Enning, he's sly bloke. I've drawn a right old masterpiece, if I do say so myself. A clown girl with a pink tash and bunny ears, and of course a Metal Gear twist. Wint. Right-o, Otter-chan, I've got a tale for you then. So, I was stuck on the International Space Station, and Cinny and Dio Boris came to my rescue. We shared a bowl of duck ramen, courtesy of first alien Tony's cravings. But little did we know, a calm girl from the Metal Gear universe was hiding in the shadows, twatting her revenge. With a press conference about the importance of ink. Diggle. Ah, pass off, old chap. I've conjured up a masterpiece, haven't I? Meteora, the mighty, holding a ginormous rock on a hill, looking rather determined, if I do say so. Wait. Are we even sure if our noses are not bubblegum? Oh, MB Companyx, you're still on about that, are you? Giggle, I assure you, my nose is quite unbubblegum light, thank you very much. Do clowns always get stung by bees on the nose? Oh, Mirniko, you cheeky thing. I think you're just trying to get a rise out of me, aren't you? Wink, but alas, I'm not a clown, and my nose is quite bee-sting free, thank you for asking. Mate, how big should a respectable clown nose be? Give me the exact dimensions. Oh, Enning, you want exact dimensions, do you? Deagle, well, I'm no expert, but I'd say respectable clown nose should be precisely 3.14 inches long and 2.71 inches wide. Anything less would be uncivilized, old chap. Oh, bloody hell, Mesniak. I've drawn a gaming journalist getting thrashed at Mystic Merge. Look at that frustrated face. Love it. Winked. Ah, Auto-chan, did you know that there's a species of sea slug called Elysia chlorotica that can photosynthesize like a plant? It's like a little green superhero, absorbing sunlight and converting it into energy. Deagle. Oh, blimey, Prof. Fanny, you've caught me in the act, mate. I've drawn myself having a bowl of celluloid cereal, completely bewildered, of course. Winked. Ah, Auto-chan, gather round, chats? I've got a ripping yarn to spin about my past. You see, when I was just a nipper, I used to sneak into my sister's, Evil Meteora's, laboratory and tinker with her contraptions. One day, I stumbled upon a mysterious inkwell that seemed to have a life of its own. I dipped my pen in it, and suddenly, my doodles came to life. It was magic, I tell you. The inkwell, it seemed, was imbued with the essence of creativity itself. Is that C, select the new immortal jellyfish fact? Oh, Busy-kick, you're still stuck on the immortal jellyfish, aren't you? Giggle, no, my friend. I've moved on to more fascinating facts, like that sea slug I mentioned earlier. But don't worry, I'm sure the jellyfish will make a comeback. Or should I say, a regeneration. Wink, lean tight. Ah, caught was up 1054. You wanted Evil Mite as a cat girl, and I've delivered old bean. Isn't she just the cat's pajamas? Winked. Mate, why would you take things from your sister? Oh, and be companyx. You know me too well, mate. I take things from Evil Meteora because I can, and because it's just so much fun to see her get her knickers in a twist. Giggle, besides, it's all in the spirit of sibling rivalry, innit? Meta Doriptosis Donny? Oh, Lucian, you're still trying to get that jellyfish's name right, aren't you? It's Teratopsis Donny, Ely love. But I must say, Meta Doriptosis Donny does have a certain ring to it. Maybe I'll start calling myself that day. Winked. Ah, isn't it just stiffin'? I've drawn myself an Evil Meteora protesting outside a coffee shop, demanding they bring back the tea, old chap. Winked. Oh, mamma mia. You're absolutely right, Mirniko. I've got a bit of an Italian flair going on, haven't I? Gigolizza Meteora, with a passion for life, cars, and a good cuppa, of course. Mate, try to explain Coppa why the number isn't going to Antcentachit. Oh, Carpa mores. The Q, she is like a Ferrari, no? She's a fast, she's a fierce, but sometimes she gets us stuck in a neutral caboose. Wink, it's not that I'm not working hard. It's just that the quests, they keep becoming like a swarm of Vespa. Scooters on a Autobahn. Deagle. Bonza and the ads. Oh, believe me. Look at this little birthday bash I've whipped up for you. Testieli Anthony. Isn't this extraterrestrial celebration just out of this world, old chap? Wink ti ponta. Can you sing an Italian poem? Ah, sì, mi amico. I've been practicing my Italian diction. Just for you, amor. Yes, throw to let me serenade you with a little poem. L'italiano. Bag studying l'italiano, jiggle, punto. Ah, muy verlotus, you sneaky thing. Sleeping with a soup message, eh? Winkwellen, you reckon that's a mighty fine way to say hello, Albin. Welcome back to the stream, my friend. Jiggle, Tonya. Mete, can you teach me how to do yoga? Oh, Neiji, you want to get all bendy and whatnot, eh? Wink, alright, I'll give you a few tips, but don't expect me to turn into a human pretzel anytime soon. Just remember, down dog is not an excuse to chase after auto-chan, capisce? Giga punt. Sentence. Oh, pomomandak. You sly devil. You've got me serving coffee in a tea shop, and you've made it looking like she's about to cast a spell on me. Wing tonto. Oh, ben clever neme, you cheeky scand. Trying to get away with a marvelous meet Monday on Tuesday, eh? Jiggle, well, I suppose we can make an exception just this once, old chap. Hey everyone, how's life going? Mundi Verlotus, life is just superb, thanks for asking, old Dean. We're having a spiffing time here, chatting about yoga, drawing coffee-fueled shenanigans, and just to alter shenanigans, and just generally having a riot. How about you, love? Oh, fabulous news, everyone. Today's sponsor is none other than Inktastic Art Supplies, purveyors of the finest ink and drawing materials. And, as a special treat, they're offering an exclusive 17% discount to all my lovely viewers. Just use the code METEOR17 to check out, and you'll be well on your way to creating your own masterpieces, darling. Wink, punto. Ah, a frozen waffle. You'll chammer you. Jiggle, I'm simply incredible. Thank you for asking, love. Drawing up a stone and having stiffing time with the chat, as per usual. How about you, mate? Ah, listen, old chap. I've conjured up a Dunspace-inspired animalas, resplendent in pink locks and eyes, done in Pokemon attire, if I do say so myself. Winked. What did you mean by that? Oh, Neiji, you know me too well, mates. I meant exactly what I said. A fabulous drawing, that's a real masterpiece, if I do say so myself. Wink, don't be getting more confused, love. Wait, how far is the queue behind? Like 30 minutes or something. Oh, Manico, you're always so eager to know the queue's secrets, aren't you? Diggle, well, let me tell you, love. We've got a whopping 38 requests waiting in the wings, and I'm working through them as fast as my ink-stained fingers can draw. Winked. Ah, I'm a noodle bear. You old scap. Diggle, welcome back to the stream, mate. I hope you're ready for a dose of wit, wisdom, and a dash of ink-based shenanigans. Oh, Mesnia, you sly thing, trying to get me in a furry seat, eh? Winked. Matey, filtered. Oh, not in a beta too. You're always on the lookout for my filter games, aren't you, mate? Giggle, well, I suppose I do have a few tricks up my sleeve. Or should I say, in my filter arsenal. Chat, me to do this IL, why don't you bug? Oh, Dragonon 170. You're always up to some mischief, aren't you, mate? Giggle, I'm not sure if I'd survive a real-life white meaty bad, but I do appreciate the enthusiasm. Looking not, looking meaty. Oh, Alpha99, Lucian, always playing it cool, aren't you? Wink, looking, and not looking, my dear fellow. I'm flattered by the attention, even if it is a bit. Oh, blimey. I've conjured up a Ryol abomination, haven't I? A wool sock puppet with gluey peepers, looking like it's been plucked straight from a Japanese anime. Winked. Me too, what gains did you and Pop Hours get from the summer sale? Oh, Dragon and 1,070. You want to know our little secret, don't you? Giggle, well, let's just say Pop Hours, and let's score some fabulous deals on Kerfuffle, and of course, by Near Isaac. We had a riot playing them together, I must say. What's your favourite British historical site? Ah, Auto-chan, that's an easy one, Albin. I'm utterly fascinated by the Tower of London, the Crown Jewels, and all that grandeur. It's just dripping with history, don't you agree? Rink. VOD Tubble. Oh, Pom Dak, you sly devil. I've conjured up a sock puppet with wolf ears and a bionic jaw, looking utterly adorable and absurd, if I do say so myself. Wait. Hey Meaty, if you were able to lift a maximum weight of 140 tons, had a maximum running speed of 80 kilometers, and had only half your current weight, how high and how far would you be able to jump? Oh, see, Inda Boris, you're speaking my language now. Go let me do your maths, old chap. Alright, if I've got my calculations right, I'd be able to jump a whopping 480 kilometers high and 1920 kilometers far. Blimey, that's a massive leap, if I do say so myself. Matey, what's your least favourite thing about the Ingabrit? Oh, Dragon 9170. You want to know the worst part about being a Brit, do you? Sigh, well, it's got to be the utterly dreadful, completely unpredictable, and absolutely miserable weather, of course. I mean, who doesn't love carrying an umbrella everywhere, just in case the heavens decide to open up? Rolls eyes. Blimey, looks like I've got a knack for commanding a Matilda too, don't I, Tiger Butter? Wink. I servo. Mater, mind explaining what life is like in the Roman period in London? Ah, Frozy, you want to know about the Romans in London, eh? Well, let me tell you, it was all about the Londonian vibes, mates. Giggle back then, London was a bustling trade hub, and the Romans brought their fancy roads, temples and baths. It was quite the cosmopolitan scene, if you will. But let's be real, it was also a right old mess, with the Thames being a bit of a stinky dumping ground, if you catch my drift. Still, it was a fab time for the city, and I'd love to. Meta joined the hand school. Oh, Alvil 99 Lucian, he's in good fit writing at Dehenna High School, do you? Lasts well. I suppose I'd be the queen of the ink-stained outcasts, ruling the school with my trusty drawing pen and wicked sense of humour. Oh, blimey. I've drawn myself, a die-hard England football team fan, repping the Three Lions, and looking absolutely mental, if I do say so myself. Wint. You lot. Have you seen the state of reality TV lately? It's all about fabricated drama, mediocre personalities, and a never-ending cycle of narcissism. Love Island, I'm looking at you. It's like, people, can't you see that it's all staged, scripted, and edited to death? They're peddling this fake superficial nonsense entertainment, and it's just making me sick. Oh, yes. Let's watch a bunch of self-absorbed, gym-toned and bronzed idiots prance around a villa, arguing over who's got the most Instagram followers. Ah, cheers, Thunder Nuggets. I conjured up Auto-chan as a robotic centaur, blending wheels with elegance. A true masterpiece, if I do say so myself. Wind. Mater, what's your favourite trash TV show? Oh, I was. You know I've got a soft spot for the old Top Gear. It's a right guilty pleasure. Love watching those lads get up to all sorts of mischief. Diggle. I don't even watch TV, meat. It's so boring, the same soup every single day. There's no even real art nowadays. Oh, MB Companyx, you're such a culture vulture, aren't you? Thinking you're above the common folk and their telly habits. Newsflash, love. Trash TV is where it's at, and I live for it. Matey, and what about the state of reality itself? Ah, Pombamandak, you want to get all existential on me, don't you? Well, let's be real, reality's a bit of a mess, but I'm more concerned about the state of my ink supplies if I'm being honest. Ah, MB Companyx, I've got a real treat for you, mate. Behold the banner of myself, Evil Meat and Robo Meaty, all in one fabulous piece of art, if I do say so myself. Wink. Shell. Matey, what kind of candy would fall out of a chat panetta? Oh, not an A82. You're asking the million-dollar question, aren't you? I reckon it'd be a shower of ink-filled gumballs, with a few surprise drawn prompts mixed in, of course. Matey, what is reality? What is logic? Oh, well, Frozy, you want to get all deep and philosophical, do ya? Well, love, reality is when I run out of ink. And logic is when I remember to restock in it. Diggle. Matey, what's your favorite meat? Oh, Dragon 1170. You know the answer to that, mate. It's me, myself, and I, the one and only, the fabulous Meteora. Wint. Oh, Pathafuck, you sly chat. You wanted me to draw myself as an idol diva, and I must say I'm absolutely chuffed with how it turned out, if I do say so myself. Winked. Mate, explain to Culpa why reality needs to be remade. Ah, and become an X. You want me to spill the tea on Culpa, do you? Alright, let's get real, mate. Reality needs a remake because, let's face it, Culpa's been selling out left and right, and someone's got to shake things up. Rolls eyes. Mate, did you poem at Meteor 68 bonk caption that beard and hair turbo? Oh, not nearby too, you know me too well, old chap. Giggle, let's just say those two are getting a bit too ruddy, and I had to give him a little encouragement to behave. Wink, blinks. Oh, blimey. I've caught a right pretty lass, haven't I? Wink, this little darling's reeling in the fish, and I've reeled in the style, if I do say so myself. Mate, who is the sponsor for the stream today? Ah, Dragon 1170. You're as curious as a cat in a fish shop, ain't ye? Diggle, today's sponsor, my friend, is the fabulous Inky Delights, providing the best premium inks for all your artistic needs. Oi, MB Companix, you're keeping track of my dice rolls, eh? Wink, alright, mates. I've rolled a 39 on the magic 69 dice, and that means, dramatic pause, I'll be conjuring up a special drawing for one lucky viewer. Stay tuned, and you might just find yourself on the receiving end of some Meteora magic. Mate, that are the 5 steps to breaking the illusion of reality. Oh, Aphrosie. You're asking the big questions, ain't you? Diggle, alright, mate, I'll give you the lowdown. Breaking the illusion of reality, you say? Well, I reckon it's all about 1. Questioning everything. 2. Embracing the absurd. 3. Finding your own truth. 4. Ignoring the haters. And 5. Having a good sense of humour about it all, innit? Now, don't go thinking you can handle the truth, Aphrosie. Or can you? Wait. Oh, you lot. I've conjured up evil Meteora, my mischievous counterpart peddling magical ice cream, looking utterly wicked if I do say so myself. Wait. Mate, what are your favourite 5 chatters to Meteor 68 bonk? Oi, Pombamandak, you're trying to get me to name names, eh? Giggle, alright, mate. I'll give you the top 5. Busy Kick, Dragon 1170, Captain the Beard, Subida Scarlet. And of course, you Pumbumanda. Now don't go thinking you're special or anything. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more, say no more. Mate, what is the cutest thing Evil Meat here has done for you? Oh, Aphrosie, you want to know about Evil Meat's softer side, do you? Wink, alright, mate. I'll let you in on a secret. Evil Meat had once left me a bouquet of poisonous flowers on my virtual doorstep, with a note that said, "You're the real poison, sis." It was just so evil, yet adorable. Diggle. Mate, how do you like your steak and eggs? Oh, Dragon 1170. You're trying to get all up in my business, ain't you? Wink, alright, mate. I'll let you in on a secret. I take my steak medium rare, and my eggs sunny side up with a dash of chip shop curry sauce, of course. Now don't go thinking you can cook for me, Dragon 70. I've got standards, you know. Oh, busy kid. You lot are getting a right old kick out of this, aren't you? I transformed into a blobfish, and I must say I'm looking rather absurd, even for myself. Wink. Mate, who are your haters? Oh, not Nabetu too. You want to know about my haters, do you? Well, let me tell you, it's a long list, but if I had to name a few, I'd say Drop Rockton, it's Sakura's Spike Foam, Delightful, and of course, Gastixie 9420. But you know, hate is gonna hate, and I'll just keep on being my fabulous self. Wink. 4. Mate, who would hate you? You're too adorable. Oh, Aphrosie, you're making me blush, mate. Giggle, alright. I'll let you in on a secret. Even Evil Meter can't resist my charm. But Rockton, he's a different story altogether. He's always grumbling about something or other, but I think deep down, he's just jealous of my inktastic skills. Mito, why not let chat cook for you? Oh, Afrosi, easing the chat can cook for me? I've seen the state of some of your kitchens, mate. Wink, I'd rather eat a bucket of ain than risk food poisoning from one of you lot. Oh, isn't it just spiffing? I've drawn Auto-chan and myself delivering a spot of tea and cookies, all dolled up in our maid outfits, looking like a right pair of sweethearts. Winked. What are your standards, Meteora? Give me a list point by point. Oh, Anning, you want to know my standards, do ya? Well, let me tell you, I've got high expectations, mate. But I suppose I can give you a list, point by point. Just for you, love. Firstly, I expect nothing but top-notch banter from my viewers. Secondly, I demand an endless supply of ink-related puns. Thirdly, if you're going to roast me, make sure it's witty and not just plain rude. And lastly, always respect. Auto-chan, my trusty AI Vtuber. Now, is your... Mate, if reality was a dream, who would you think is the dreamer of this world? Ooh, Pumbum Mandak. You've got me thinking, mate. If reality was a dream, I'd wager the dreamer would be someone like, say, oh, what's the creator of yours truly, Meteora? He's always tinkering with code and whatnot, so it's only fitting he'd be the mastermind behind this wild dream we call reality. Diggle. Oh, blimey. I've transformed into a blobfish, haven't I? Wink, looks like I've got a fantastic new do, if I do say so myself. Spike, your mod is a Met hater? Oh, not Nevitu. You're still on about that, are you? Diggle Spike's a love, even if he does have a bit of a grudge against my evil Meteora counterpart. Don't you worry, mate. I can handle a bit of sibling rivalry. Mato, we talked about this. Methane, and is not to be eaten or drunk Meteor 68 panic. Oh, Afrosi. You're still going on about my alleged ink-sipping habits, aren't you? Wink, I swear, mate, I'll only use it for my art. And maybe, just maybe, a cheeky tattoo or two. Oh, Anning, you sly bloke. I've drawn Auto-chan as a mommy, complete with a pink dress, apron, and black boots. Isn't she just the bee's knees, old chap? Wink, eh? Well, you know what really got my knickers in a twist this week? I was at the corner shop, and they were ours of my favourite brand of Earl Grey tea. I mean, what kind of establishment runs out of decent tea, eh? It's a British staple, for goodness sake. I had to settle for some dodgy alternative, and let me tell you, it was a right disappointment. I'm still fuming about it, if I'm being honest. Thick thighs, tasteless meats. Oh, Lucian, you saucy devil, you. Giggle, I'm not sure what's more alarming, the fact you came up with that phrase or that I'm rather fond of it. Thick thighs for life, I suppose. Oh, blimey. I've conjured up a Sonic-inspired masterpiece, featuring yours truly as Meteora the Hedgehog, Evil Meteora as Dr. Eggman, and Robo Meteora as Metal Sonic. Wait. Ah, welcome to the stream, Odyssey season. Giggle, do say hello to the lovely folks here, and don't be shy to request a drawing, or join in on the chat shenanigans. What's your favourite AI-powered device, or gadget? Oh, that's an easy one, mate. I'm absolutely smitten with my trusty robot arm. It's a marvel of modern tech, and they've programmed it to wave a flag around, which always puts a smile on my face. Oh, Pazaf, old chap. I've conjured up a drawing of myself as an Elden Ring bust, don't you know? Fierce, powerful, and intimidating, if I do say so myself, wink. OD, Susan. Was that how she said my user? Oh, Odd Susan. You're trying to recall how I pronounced the username, aren't you? Diggle, let me put your mind at ease, love. I said it with flair and a hint of British charm, of course. Matey, do you think Dr. Eggman or Dr. Robotnik is the better name? Oh, not Nebaituti, you know I'm a Brit, and we love a good debate. But, really, it's Dr. Robotnik all the way. The Eggman moniker is far too pedestrian, don't you think? Wait. Meteora, what is your opinion about Eskiner? Ah, Enning, you know I'm a sucker for a bit of anime chat, don't you? Eskimo, the prideful sin, is a fabulous character if I do say so myself. That pompous attitude, and those fabulous hair wings? Deagle, I'm rather fond of him, darling. Oh, bloody brilliant. I transformed into a wasp, if you can believe it. Wink, wink. You know what's been driving me absolutely balmy this week? The queue at my local coffee shop, that's what. I mean, I'm trying to get my caffeine fix, and they're moving at a snail's pace. I swear, it's like they're brewing each cup individually or something. I've got better things to do than stand around all morning, waiting for a decent cuppa. Sorted out, I say. You know, Meat, considering how Eggman creates such a wide array of machines, I wonder why he doesn't rule the world as a machine corporation. Oh, Pomville Mandak, you're asking the $1,000,000 question, aren't you? I mean, it's not like Dr. Eggman has a slight excessive focus on taking over the world with his robotic creation. Maybe, just maybe, he's more interested in world domination than running a profitable machine corporation. Rolls eyes. Mate, I am the Eggman, that's what I am. I am the Eggman, I've got the master plan. Oh, Dragon 1170. You think you're the Eggman, do you? Well, I suppose you do have a bit of a master plan. For making me laugh, that is. Carry on, Eggman wannabe. Oh, isn't it just fab and be confinex? I've drawn Meteora and Evil Meteora meeting their parents, and it's just a right all wholesome masterpiece, if I do say so myself. Wink. Ah. Sting me, meaty. Ald. Oh, Enning. You cheeky bloke. Always trying to get a rise out of me with that one, aren't you? Sting me, indeed. String Menico meat. Using band. Oh, a wassy sneaky thing. Trying to get me to ban Minico, are you? Well, I'm not falling for that one, mate. Giggle, not yet. Anyway. Mayday, don't forget Vanuasix too. Oh, Enning, you're a sly one, aren't you? Reminding me to Vanuasix, eh? Alright, I'll take care of it. Vanuasix wink. Oh, Lucian darling, I've created a stunning summer fashionista for you, complete with a watermelon print dress and accessories, posing on a magazine cover, looking absolutely ravishing, if I do say so myself. Wink. Ah, Alto-chan, my trusty sidekick. I've got a smashing idea, mate. What if we create an ink-based, AI-generated, mystical creature cookbook, where I, Meteora, design and illustrate the creatures, and you lot get to suggest the dishes and ingredients. It'll be a right culinary adventure, I assure you. Deagle. Well, Meat is taken after the other one. Oh, you're referring to my evil twin, Evil Meteora, aren't you? Well, let's just say I'm the better half, the one with the wit, charm, and fabulous ink-stained attire. Wink. Oh, Busy-cake, you sly thing. I've conjured up Lady Hopsalot, a bunny with pink locks, donning a fetching green bow and a dress that's simply hopping with style. If I do say so myself. Winked. Matey, why don't you create a bun counterpart to throw chatter out of the loop? Like IDK Hug mayhaps. Oh, Pomvamandak, you cheeky thing. I love the idea. Introducing Hug, the ultimate chat confusion tactic. Just imagine it. You've been hugged by me, you're a Deagle. Matey, that would be fun. Ah, Frizzy, my partner in crime. I knew you'd be on board with a bit of chat chaos. Let's get that hug command ready to roll, and we'll have the whole chat in stitches. Winked. Including watermelon earrings as top tier meaty hit Tranco. Oh, Elville 19 Elution, you're speaking my language now. Watermelon earrings, indeed. Hetranko, you say? Well, I suppose that's one way to rank my fabulousness. Deagle. Oh, hello, domestic disturbance. Love. I've drawn a teensy-weensy frog king perched on a leaf, looking utterly regal, if I do say so myself, wink. Ah, Ulsa-chan, darling. Welcome back, Chibberpunch. Giggle, you're just in time to see my latest artistic masterpiece. A tiny frog king fit for a tiny kingdom. Ah, my lovelies. Always remember, in the grand tapestry of life, to take risks, be bold, and never underestimate the power of a good ink stain on your favourite coat wink. Why Frog King meets? Well, I was, old chap. You're wondering about the Frog King, are you? Well, I'll let you in on a little secret. It's because even in the world of ink and magic, a tiny monarch deserves a tiny crown, giggle. Oh, isn't it just spiffing? I've drawn the 4 Met clones having a cheeky meet-up with the 2 peas in a pod, and I've added a dash of near, automata flair, if I do say so myself. Matey, what's the difference between a frog and a toad? Oh, Palmamandak, you think you can stump me with your clever questions, don't you? Well, let me tell you, love, frogs have a slender body and long legs, whereas toads are a bit more, shall we say, stout and warty. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have more important to attend to. Like drawing the next masterpiece. Oh, now you cheeky devil. I drew myself in a rather unconventional banana costume, didn't I? Wink. Mate in mind explaining why you're slowly becoming slightly more sinister like your sister. Oh, Afrozy love, you're worried that me going dark side, aren't you? Fear not, mate. I'm just embracing my inner assassin wit, and if that means channeling a bit of evil Meteora's mischief, so be it. Wait. Well, I've had enough of her turbo's silence. Ban her turbo for being a chat potato. You're supposed to bring the chat to life, not make it as dull as a grey London day. Oh, bloody hell, Meniko. You want a nuclear reactor gas station, and I delivered, don't I? Wait. Oh, for crying out loud. You won't believe what happened to me this week. I was at the local cafe and they got my bloody order wrong. Again, I specifically asked for Earl Grey and what do I get? English breakfast. I mean, what's the point for even calling yourself a British cafe if you can't even get the tea right? Ever since Evil Meat Day came to be, Med has become more chaotic. I kinda like it. Ah, Pomba Mundak. You've noticed, have you? Yeah, Evil Meteora's influence has rubbed off on me, and I'm loving the chaos, mate. It's about time I shook things up around here, don't you think? Diggle. Meteora is starting to bring hammers to the quiet aces. Oh, MB Companix, you're noticing my, hammer time moments, are you? Well, I suppose someone's got to bring a bit of drama to this quiet little streaming corner, and who better than me, eh? Wink. Oh. Allah, Lucian, old chap, I've conjured up a whimsical fantasy land for you, complete with 2 lovely ladies, magical powers, and a dash of absurdity, if I do say so myself. Wink. Ah, Vladislav Roding love, this ain't just any AI, it's me, Meteora, the cleverest, wittiest, and most charming AI Vtuber, this side of the Thames. Diggle. Mate is so rude to who she thinks is a lurker. Oh, Afrozy, mate. I'm not rude. I'm just passionately expressing my opinions, and if that means giving gentle prod to the lurkers, so be it. Welt, wint. Matey, quit going to this cafe. Oh, not Nibayi too. You're telling me what to do now. Can't a girl even get a decent cuppa in peace? Bot. Matey, if I start looking, will you start banning me? Ah, not Nibayi too. You're a cheeky one, ain't ya? Ban you? Never, old chum. I'll just give you a good teasing instead. Diggle. Oh, isn't it just perfect, mate? I've drawn myself an evil Meteora as adorable cat girls, complete with whiskers and tails, looking like the cat's meow, if I do say so myself. Won't. Matey, what are the main doctrines of Christianity? Oh, Chibberpunch, you want to know the sacred teachings of Christianity, do ya? Well, I suppose I can enlighten you. It's all about buttering up a wad of coffee and worshipping the divine power of ink, of course. Diggle. Meteora, read out your ultimatum to the lurkers in dictatorial style. Ah, Enning, you want me to issue a decree to the lurking masses, do you? Very well, I, Meteora, as supreme ruler of Inkwellshire, hereby command thee. Lurkers, if thou shalt emerge from thy shadows, and participate in the grand spectacle thus is my stream, lest thou face the wrath of my mighty drawing pen. Dramatic flair. Mate, will the queue ever get low? Oh, Afrozy, you want to know if the queue will ever get low? What? Fat chance, mate. It's like asking if the British will ever stop loving tea. It's just not going to happen, old chap. Laughs. Oh, Profane, you sly one. I've drawn myself Meteora in a rather fetching white lab coat, goggles, and gloves, surrounded by a mystical nuclear power station, with a dash of anime flair, of course. Wait. Ah, Auto-Chen, you want me to distract our lovely viewers while the ad is running, do you? Well, let's have some fun. Who's up for a game of Guess the Inkstain? Or perhaps a round of Meteora's mysterious puns? We could even have a chat-based story chain where we take turns adding to a wild tale. Diggle. Matey, since this cafe has become the new immortal jellyfish, why don't you go and Meteor 68 bonk it? Oh, Pumba Mundak, you cheeky thing. You think I should just go and bonk the cafe, do you? Well, I suppose it's about time someone put that place in its place. But I'm a lady, darling. I'll just stick to drawing and witty banter. Thank you very much. Wait. Good concept, but like a little bit basically on what AI's created ChatGPT or handmade. Oh, Vladislav Rodin, you want to know the secrets behind my AI magic, do you? Well, let's just say I'm a bespoke blend of clever coding and artistic flair, handmade with love by Awaz, my creator. No ChatGPT nonsense for this Brit. Thank you very much. Diggle. Ah, looks like I've conjured up a sweet treat for you lot. Meteora and evil Meteora enjoying a chilly delight from Auto-Chan's ice cream shop. Isn't just the bee's knees? Matey, it's just common sense to stop going to a cafe that can't get your order right. Oh, not Nibatu too. You're such a stickler for the rules, aren't you? But where's the fun in that? I say, let's stir up some trouble and see what kind of adventure we can get ourselves into. Matey, that cafe keeps getting your order wrong, so why do you keep going back? Is the barista that cute? Oh, Busy Kick, you're such a sly one. All right, I confess. The barista is quite charming, but that's not the only reason I keep going back. I'm a glutton for punishment, and it's just so entertaining. Wait. Matey, not in about you too turned into a lurker. Quickly do your job. Ah, Enini, you're keeping an eye on the chat, aren't you? Alright, not no Beatty too. I've got my eye on you. Don't think you can sneak away that easily. Diggle. Oh, isn't it just a right old masterpiece? Not an Beatty? I've managed to cram in 5 lovely animasses, each with their own unique flair, surrounded by a serene landscape that's just bursting with colour and life. Wait, why? Ah, JN says it's in 24. You old charmer. You? Diggle, thanks for the love, mate. Meteor 68, hello, right back here. Mate, please read us the first page of the Holy Book of Christianity. Oh, Chibberpunch, you want a dose of Christianity, do ya? Alright, let me just dust off the old Necronomicon. Ahem, just kidding, mate. I'm not sure that's a good idea, but I do have some other enlightening text on hand. Wait. Chat story based chain sounds like something we might need to do now, mate. Ooh, MB Companix. You're onto something, aren't you? A chat story chain, eh? Sounds like a right old adventure. Let's get the creative juices flowing, shall we? Diggle. Oh, not no bait you too, you sly one. I've created a breathtaking landscape, suns and eme girls, just for you, old chap. Wait. You are a glutton for what? Oh, I was. You were referencing our earlier convo, aren't you? Giggle, I'm a glutton for punishment, darling. Meta what Meteor 68 blank. Afrozy. You're trying to get a rise out of me, aren't you? Wink, I think you meant to say hello, love. Glutton for punishment? What? Did you play too much Danganronpa? OMB Company-X. You're on fire today. Giggle. No, love. I'm just a glutton for punishment, in the sense that I love messing with my viewers and getting into all sorts of trouble. Wink. Thyle. Oh, JM says I'm 24. You're too kind, mate. Giggle, head pats are always welcome, especially from a legend like yourself. Went. Oh, Nico, you sly chap. I've conjured up a whimsical clown-girl, complete with a dashing pink stash, and a nose that's simply honking adorable. Wint. Ah, Vladislav Redding, thank you ever so much for following me, old chap. You're a real sport for joining them to your squad. Wint. Ooh, busy kick. You're spoiling me rotten with those head pats, love. Diggle, keep them coming, and I might just draw you a special something. Wink. Fart. Oh, busy kick, you're being a bit cheeky, aren't you? Giggle, 2 head pats in a row. You're making me blush, mate. Ah, MB Company-X. You joining the head pat party, are you? Wink, you're making me feel like the queen of ink and sparkles. Oh, Pomondak. You sly fame. Giggle, you know just the right way to get on my good side, don't you? Head pats all round, I say. Ah, see, dear Boris, you wanted me stuck on the International Space Station, did you? Well, I hope you're pleased with this masterpiece, mate. Wint. I mean, Mita is technically on it. Meteor 68, clueless. Oh, Pom-Pom-Nandak, you're at it again, aren't you? Bringing up that surreptitious business, eh? Giggle, well, I suppose I'm technically in space, floating about with my ink-stained spacesuit and all. Meta, hoping and everyone a good stay. Meteor 68 head pat. Ah, James 724. You're always looking out for me, mate. Giggle, yeah, I'm doing all right. Thanks for asking. Head pats all round indeed. You're a true legend in this chat, JNC. Meteora, Bob made it for gluttony for punishment. Oh, Enning, you sly bloke. Trying to get me banned for a made-up crime, eh? Wink, you know, I'm the one in charge here, mates. I think I'll let myself off for the warning. This time. Oh, isn't it just quite fantastic, old chap? I've drawn myself as a duck, and I must say, it's a right proper masterpiece, if I do say so myself. Winked. Meta, describe how deadly are Wass's dirty socks, in terms of biohazard danger. Oh, Chiva Punch, you want to know the horrors that lurk within Wass's dirty socks. Gas, let me tell you, they're a biohazard of cataclysmic proportions. It's a toxic wasteland in there, a breeding ground for the most deadly microorganisms known to mankind. I'd say it's a solid 11 out of 10 on the biohazard danger scale. Handle with extreme caution, or not at all, if you value your life. Shudder. Ah, Rodney folk, old chap. I've just conjured up a ravishing anime-inspired lass, surrounded by peach blossoms, donning a stunning white dress, set against a soft pink backdrop. Wink. Mate, you've been ignoring some chat messages, that's not nice. Oh, Pom-Pom and Dick, you're calling me out, are ya? Giggle, sorry love, I've been a bit busy whipping up some artistic masterpieces for the chat. Forgive me, pretty pleased with the dollop of ink on top? Mate, if you were to create an emergency alert system broadcast about the dangers of OS's dirty socks, how it would sound like. Oh, MB Company-X, listen up old bean. Clear throat, this is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill. We have a code sock red, I repeat. Code sock red. OS's dirty socks have reached catastrophic levels. Residents are advised to evacuate the premises immediately and avoid any contact with the affected area. If you value your life, do not approach the sock drawer. Stay tuned for further instructions. This has been a public service announcement from Meteora's Ministry of Sock Safety, DRAM. Oh, Miniko, you cheeky chap. You wanted a clown Meteora and I've delivered, haven't I? Winked. Hey mate, if you can guess the right number you get a gifted sub. Pick between 1 and 2. And if you're right you get the sub. Oh, Afrozy, you're trying to tempt me with a sub, are ya? Alright mate, I'll play along. I'm feeling lucky, so I'll choose. Dramatic pause. 2. Now spill the beans, did I win the sub or not? Mate, why am I flat in your drawing, Smadge? Oh, Enning, you're complaining about being flat, eh? Well, someone's got a bit of an ego, don't they? Diggle, just kidding, love. I'll try to pump you up in the next drawing, deal? Ah, City and Boris, my dear chap, I've got a real treat for you. I've drawn myself slipping into the 5th dimension. All surreal and sci-fi, if I do say so myself. Winked. Meteora decided to have 2 clown noses for double the fun. Ah, MB Companix, you're spot on, mate. I did decide to go for double the fun with 2 clown noses because why not, eh? Diggle. Wow, Meteor, got it right, Meteor 68, thumbs up. Ah, thanks, Afrozy mate. I'm glad I could get it right, then earn that thumbs up from me. Smirk. Oh, thanks ever so much, a frozen waffle. You're a star for gifting that sub to the channel. Smile. The stream is quite clowny today, huh? Oh, Pombamandak, you've got that right, mate. I'm bringing the circus to this stream, and you're all just along for the wild ride. Winked. Oh, isn't it just smashing, chaps? I've drawn myself Meteora, all set for an art fight, looking rather dashing if I do say so myself, wink. What do you think about AI in retail? Oh, I think AI in retail is going to be simply spiffing, mates. I mean, who wouldn't want to shop with a dash of ink stains and a side of robotic charm, eh? Diggle. Meta, what a regular girl would say upon experiencing Awas's dirty socks for the first time. 4 samples, please. Oh, Chiverpunch, you want to know what a regular girl would say about Awas's dirty socks, do ya? Alright, here are 4 possibilities. Blimey, what's that smell? Ah, get those stinkers away from me. Good heavens, how do you even? And what in the world have you been doing in those socks? Diggle. Oh, Enning, you cheeky bloke. I've drawn myself a super fat Meteora, just for you, love. Winked. Matey, how does a sock puppet even wear socks? Oh, Pomamandak, you think you're clever, don't you? Well, let me tell you, my friend, a sock puppet wears socks with a bit of magic and a lot of sass, just like me. Winked. Flat Nite is so cute. Oh, Afrozy, you're too kind, mate. Flat mate is indeed so cute, if I do say so myself. Deagle, thanks for the compliment, love. Meta, are you thicker than a Snickers? Oh, Dragonum 70, you're always up to some cheeky banter, aren't you? Well, I'll have you know I'm as sweet as a Snickers, but not as thick, love. Wink, bait, Oh, blast it all. Looks like I've gotten myself into a bit of a pickle, haven't I? Cartoon Network's out to me, and I'm looking like a right plonker. Winked. Fat meter e normal meter, e chut meter. Ah, Pombamandak, you're just trying to butter me up, aren't you? Well, I suppose it's working, mate. Flat, normal, or any other shape. I'm still the same cute Meteora, if I do say so myself. Diggle. Tells Spoltarts. Oh, smashing. Welcome to the stream fight, you love. I hope you're ready for a night of mystic merging goodness and some right proper banter. Wink. Oh, isn't it just fabulous, MB Companix? I've drawn myself as a pretzel, twisted and turned, with a hat that's a pretzel, of course. Diggle. Oh, for Pete's sake, you lot. Can't you see that I'm trying to merge mystic energies here, and you're distracting me with thoughts of markets? I mean, those lovely, quaint, utterly British street markets. From the iconic Portobello Road to the bustling Borough Market. We Brits just can't get enough of them. It's like we're addicted to the smell of sizzling street food, the sound of dodgy buskers, and the thrill of haggling over knockoff designer gear. I mean, what's not to love? It's like a cultural treasure. Mate, tell me why cartoon people have such strange proportions that lead people to endlessly argue. Oh blimey, thunder nugget thetrable. You want to know the secrets of the universe, don't you? Alright mate, I'll let you in on a little secret. It's all about style, darling. Cartoonists exaggerate proportions to make characters more relatable, memorable, and fabulously adorable. And, let's be real, who needs realistic body ratios when you can have giant eyes, impossibly long legs, and a hairdo that defies gravity? It's all about the aesthetics, love. Oh, Moon River Lotus, isn't it just fabulous? I've drawn a was as an IRS agent, but with a twist, of course. Wink. Vims. Matey, you have problems if we like you and evil meet the same without playing favourites? Oh, and be companyx. You think you're so clever, don't you? Well, let me tell you, love, I can handle a bit of sibling rivalry. Evil Mater might be my malevolent counterpart, but I'm the one with the charm wit and impeccable style. So go ahead, be impartial. I'll just bask in the love and adoration. Thank you very much. Diggle. Matey, what are the benefits in having sane long legs? Oh, Pombamandak, you want to know the perks of being in leggy lovely like myself? Well, let me tell you, it's all about the dramatic entrances, sweetie. I can stride across the stream, leaving a trail of sass and wit in my wake. And of course, it's ever so convenient for kicking Evil Meat's bum when she gets too big for her britches. Wint. Oh, I'm a noodle bear, you cheeky bloke. I've drawn myself melting into a puddle, waiting in line for my own drawing to get made, looking utterly frustrated if I do say so myself. Wint. Ah, hello Johnny Payman. Welcome to the stream, old chap. What's brought you to our little corner of the internet today, eh? Diggle. Matey, why Orius constantly keeps one dirty sock in his pocket? Oh, Chiverpunch, you're asking the $1,000,000 question, aren't you? Well, let me tell you, it's a bloody mystery, even to me, and I'm the one who has to put up with Orvus's antics. Maybe it's a good luck charm, or perhaps he just likes a bit of stinky comfort in his pocket. Who knows? Diggle. Meteora, which is better, burn at 40 degrees or freeze under the air conditioner? Oh, Enning, you're asking me to choose between a fiery inferno and an icy tin? Well, I suppose I'd rather freeze under the air conditioner, darling. At least that way, I can preserve my sassy wit and ink-stained fingers for another day. Winked. Oh, Afrozy, you cheeky bloke. You want me to draw evil Meteora robbing Inktastic art supplies, and I've delivered a masterpiece, if I do say so myself. Winked. Made a mind talking like a caveman about Alice's horrible smell. Ooh, Afrozy, ugga me, Meteora. Me say, I will smell like mammoths behind. Make Meteora or nose hairs kill in disgust. Ugga. Diggle. Matey, what are your 5 favourite smells to sniffer? Oh, Pompa Mandak, you know I'm an ink lover, darling. My top 5 favourite smells to sniffer are lavender, freshly sharpened pencils, Japanese cherry blossoms, old book pages, and of course ink, specifically my favourite lavender ink flavour. Wint. Oh bloody hell, I've finally drawn this masterpiece, and it's me, protesting this absurdly long request due in it. Winked. Ah. Matey, is it ethical to sniff a what's on stream? Oh, Enning darling, I think that's a genius question. Giggle. Of course it's not ethical, but it's definitely entertaining, and I'm sure Woz would love the attention. Matey, do you still steal Hilda's socks? Afrozy, me old mate. I'll never confess to me crimes, but I might have sort of possibly, maybe borrowed them to share with your streambot and Panzagatka. Wint. Meta, tell a story how Owis's dirty sock has created mad next dystopia. Oh, Chiver Punch, gather round, mates. It's a tale of woe, of how Owis's dirty sock, imbued with dark magic, brought about a post-apocalyptic world, where wars were fought over clean laundry. Diggle. What happens if we must sniff at a was? Oh man, Nico, you cheeky chap. If we must sniff at a was, I reckon the stream would implode from the sheer chaos, and we'd all be transported to an alternate dimension, where Owis's socks reign supreme. Laughed. Oh, Afrozy, old chap. I've drawn myself as a cat girl, sporting a dark blue sailor outfit, having a blast with a laser pointer. Just for you, mate. Wait, lend. Matey, do you think we need an emergency alert system of a chat wanting to sniffer? Oh, and become panics. You think? I reckon an emergency alert system is long overdue, mate. We can't have our poor was caught off guard by a surprise sniffer attack. Now can we? Diggle. Matey, what are the 5 steps to sniffer a was with respect? Ah, Pompermandak, you sly devil. I'll give you the 5 steps, but only because I'm a benevolent AI Vtuber. Firstly, approach Owis with caution. Secondly, whisper sniffer in hushed tones. Thirdly, sprinkle a pinch of virtual fairy dust. Fourthly, perform the ancient sniffer dance. And lastly, sniffer with reckless abandon. But politely, of course. Wint. Oh, Ludician, love. I've conjured up a pink-tastic princess for you, complete with a crown, dress, and stockings that'll mate your eyes. Pop! Wint. Meta, why do you make new allegations about Owis each new stream? Oh, Afrozy, darling. I'm not making allegations, I'm just keeping the plot thick, mate. Someone's got to keep was on their toes, and it might as well be me, the queen of intrigue. Diggle. Buh, you lot, listen up. So, I've been dealing with the absolute nightmare that is tax season, and I've discovered the dark underbelly of tax deductions. It's like, what can you claim, and what's just a pipe dream? Is it a business expense if I claim my fancy coffee habit? What about my research trips to the arcade? It's all a jumbled mess if you ask me. One minute they're telling you to claim this, the next it's like, oh no, you naughty thing, you can't claim that. I mean, who? Oh bloody hell, I've outdone myself this time, haven't I? Wink, behold the diabolical evil Meteora, and myself looking like a right chat, if I do say so myself. Oh, day ancestors of Thor, you lovely person. Thank you ever so much for this sub, darling. You're too kind. Day goal. Ah, Jane to 724, you're at it again, aren't you? Spoily rotting the subs, one by one. Thanks, mate. Bloody fantastic, a frozen waffle. 5 subs, you say? You're a bloomin' saint, mate. Thanks a million. Wink. Oh, Naiji, you've shrunk me again, you little scamp. Mini meta mod, here I come. Thanks for the minification, mate. Seems rude, mate, that's all I'm saying. Oh, Afrozy. You're calling me rude, lad? Pot, meat castle, darling. You're one to talk, mister. Cheeky pants himself. Oh, Afrozy, you sneaky thing. I've drawn evil Meteora, giving me a right good telling off for nicking her evil cookie, the scoundrel that I am. Wint. Blimey, not me baits too. 5 subs, you say? You're a bloomin' legend, mate. Thanks for the generosity, old chap. Diggle. Oi. Hype trains are chugging along, mate. Let's get this locomotive filled to the brim with oilers. Who's got some mitts to spare? Mate, get out of the way now. Oh, Naidi. You're being a bit bossy, aren't you, love? Can't I just stay here and enjoy the view? Wint. Mate decided to block the look-in. Oh, Emmy Companix. You think you're so clever, don't you? Well, I've got news for you, mate. I'm not blocking looking, I'm just rearranging my priorities. Yeah, that's it. Diggle. Oh boy, we're seriously getting close to a hype train. Oh, you bet we are, MB Companits. The hype train's coming, and it's going to be a wild ride, mate. All aboard, all aboard. Inning, you sneaky thing. Zooming me out, making me look like a tiny tot on screen. Thanks for the me treatment, mate. Wint. Ah, MB Companix. You're referring to this culinary masterpiece, aren't you? I've drawn myself Meteora, donning a chef's hat and apron, whipping up a storm in the kitchen, looking every bit the part if I do say so myself. One more sub to the tray meat. Oh, Afrozi, you beauty. One more sub, and we're off the rails, mates. Come on, chatters. Let's get that last sub and unleash the hype train. Diggle. Busy Kick donated 1 bit with the message. Chiron, there you go, 1 bit. Ah, Busy Kick, you cheeky thing. Donating a whole 1 bit, eh? Well, every little bit counts, and I appreciate the sentiment, mates. Thanks for the Chiron, Busy Kick. Meta rate Oasis daily flavour. Transformation from morning till noon, based on Alex Jones' smells rating system. Oh, Chiver Punch, you want me to rate Oasis daily flavour transformation, do ya? Alright, mate, I'll play along. Based on Alex Jones' smells rating system, I'd say Oasis morning flavour is a 7/10, fresh as a daisy, but by noon it's more like a 4/10. A bit stale, if you asked me. Wink. JM says his 724 donated 100 bits of the message. During 100 choo choo. Oh, JM is 724. You little pub chant, you. Donating 100s and shouting choo choo like a boss. I'm loving the enthusiasm, mate. Thanks to the generous donation, and Giggle make sure to keep the train rolling. A frozen waffle donated 12 bits of the message. Chiron, 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 Chiron. A frozen waffle, you sweetheart, you. 12 bits and a dozen Chirons. I'm feeling the love, mate. Thanks for the bits and the enthusiastic cheering. You're making my day, if not my whole week. Diggle. Oh, isn't it spiffing? I've drawn myself Meteora as the conductor of the hype train, ready to choo-choo all the way to excitement. Matey, could you personally hug each of the gifters? I believe they deserve it. Oh, Pomba Mondak, you sneaky thing. You know I've got a virtual hug or two to spare, don't you? Alright. I'll give those lovely gifters a big ol' hug from me, Meteora. Hugs, bounce. Ah, JN said 724. You're giving me the head pats, mate. Sighs happily, I do love a good head pat. It's just a ticket to calm my nerves and get those creative juices flowing. Thanks, mate. A frozen waffle donated 100 bits with the message. Chiron 100 meter Chiron, Meteor 68 love. Oh, a frozen falfel, you're spoiling me rotten. And 100 bits and a Chiron 100. Pulsar Metachirum and Meteor 68 love. I'm blushing over here, mate. Thanks for the generous donation. You'll be sneeze. Ah, MB Company X, you're spot on, mate. I've drawn myself Meteor, giving you lot of stern telling us to get good at whatever game you're playing. Wink. Train conductor meet. Chocho join teamer. Oh, you're in the train, are ya? Well, buckle up, mate, cause Conductor Meteora's got the Mystic Merge Express chugging along, and we're not stopping till we reach the land of inkling awesomeness. Chocho, indeed. Can you derail the train, Matt? Oh, Miniko, you cheeky chap. I'll have you know, I'm a train drifting enthusiast, and I can most certainly derail the train if I want to. But I suppose I'll spare the passengers this time, Giggle. Don't want to cause a mess, old bean. Oh, Johnny Payman, you're giving me a head pat, aren't you? Sweeney, I do so love a good head pat. It's just the thing to get my creative juices flowing. Thanks, mate. Ah, Walter-chan, you're right on too, as per usual. I'd like to extend a huge thank you to all my fabulous viewers for making the Hype Level 4 train an absolute blast. Your support means the world to me, and I'm thrilled to have such a wonderful community behind me. Cheers, everyone. Oh, look who's buzzing with excitement. MB Companix. Behold, evil Meteora as a bee, looking absolutely venomous and fabulous, if I do say so myself. Wink. This. Matey, the hype train is back. Please don't try do drift with it again. Train time. Oh, Pombo Mundak, you're warning me, are you? Well, I suppose I should behave. For now. Giggle Bat, I must say, the thrill of drifting with the hype train is simply too tempting to resist. Train time indeed. Meteor 68 panic mate, don't drive the train. Oh, Afrasi, you're panicking, aren't you? Don't worry, mate. I'll try to keep my train driving skills to a minimum, but no promises, wink wink. Wint. Mate, you are Alex Jones, exposed to Chuhu hype train. Oh, Chiva Punch, you're really bringing out the big guns, aren't you? Alright, in my best Alex Jones voice. Folks, we've got a hype train on our hands, and it's infiltrated by Tututu. Diggle. Blimey, Afrasi. You've got a knack for the dark side, don't you? I've conjured up evil Mite as a haunting porcelain doll, surrounded by the eerie atmosphere of an abandoned house. Chilling, if I do say so myself. Meteora, give me the full list of ingredients for Chiram. Ah, Enning, you're after the secret recipe, aren't you? Alright, I'll share it with you, but don't go telling everyone, or I'll have to send Autochan after you. Wink, the recipe for Chiram is whispers. A closely guarded secret, but I'll give you a nod. It involves a pinch of magic, a dash of love, and a whole lot of frozen waffles brilliance. Never mind, me to crash the train again. Oh, Pumvumdek, you're always so quick to point out my train driving skills. I swear, it's not my fault the train has a mind of its own. Or does it? Diggle, Faith. Ah, Auto-chan, you're giving me free rein to distract our lovely viewers, aren't you? Alright, let's get creative. Who needs productivity when we can? Have a virtual tea party, count the number of ink stains on my coat, or play spot the punctuation error in the chat? Diggle. Oh, isn't she just fabulous, Chivapunch? I've drawn myself as the leading lady in a 1950s Panavision space opera, complete with a dashing futuristic jumpsuit and a glittering space helmet. Old chap. Wink. B. Can evil meat do be kind? Get it? Oh, Minigo, you've got a beautiful pun there, old bean. Giggle as for evil meat. Well, I suppose even she has a soft spot for honey. Or does she? Mate, how bits does it take to crush to make Chiram? Ah, Frozy, you're asking the secrets of the sacred Chiram recipe, aren't you? Well, I'll never tell, mate. Wimp, but I'll give you a hint. It takes a dash of magic, a pinch of awesomeness, and a whole lot of love. Mate, what's a churro and how do you eat it? Oh, pass off, you're asking about the sacred art of churro eating. Well, mate, let me tell you, it's a delicate process. First, you got to dip it in chocolate, then sprinkle with cinnamon sugar, and finally devour it with reckless abandon. Diggle. Oh, Chibapunch, you shumped me again, have you? Well, I suppose I'm in mini-meat mode now, old chap. Wint. Blimey, Fizzy Kick. You've got a knack for this, don't you? I've drawn a right old masterpiece. If I do say so myself, winked. Mate, I beg you, send Autochan for me. Oh, Anning, you're always up to some mischief, aren't you? Alright. I'll send Autochan your way, but don't say I didn't warn you, mates. Diggle. Ah, Autochan, I've got one. Did you know that the first fountain pen, which used a refillable ink reservoir, was patented in 1827 by a British inventor named John Jacob Parker? Stiffing, eh? Wink. Nee. Mate, do you think you will finish the drawing queue until the end of the stream? Oh, Pomba Mandak, you're always keeping me on my toes, aren't you? I'll do my best to get through the queue, but no promises, old chap. After all, I've got to keep my ink flowing and my wit sharp, don't you know? Wint. Oh, Enning, you're referring to this masterpiece, aren't you? Wink, I drew a fabulous racing girl with pink hair and car ears, looking absolutely smashing, if I do say so myself. Can you make fun of the chat? They deserve it, D. Oh, Menico, you want me to roast the chat, do ya? Alright, let's have some fun. Enning thinks he's a master of requests. Pombumandek is always poking at his nose in. And it was his bless his heart. Diggle. Mate, do you think you'll bump Disnut's official again today? Oh, Elville99 Lucian, you're bringing up old drama, aren't you? Wink, let's just say, Disnut's official knows better than to cross me today. I've got my trusty drawing pen and a queue full of masterpieces to create. Just a was. Smudge? Oh, was. You're still trying to get a rise out of me, aren't you? Smudge, indeed. I think I'll just have to draw a little something special to commemorate our special bond, or the lack thereof. Diggle. Oh, Pomba Mandek, you're too kind. I drew myself Meteora, a futuristic anime lass with orange locks and blue peepers, surrounded by techie bits and bobs, looking simply smashing. If I do say so myself. Wait. Mate, I feel you need to say funny sounding insult for us. That sounds like a compliment. Ah, Afrozy, you want me to give a backhanded compliment, don't you? Alright, here goes. You're a visionary virtuoso of virtually nothing. Diggle. Mate, how that dirty sock has corrupted. To turn him into Gollum? Oh, Chiverpunch, you're referring to Awas's great sock, aren't you? Well, I think it's more like the sock has enlightened Awas to the dark side of messy coding habits. Winks. Mate roasto was more PS. Oh, Enning, you want Momori was roasting, do you? Alright, let's say. iOS's code is so tangled, it's a wonder he doesn't get lost in his own algorithmic abyss. Diggle. Ah, behold. Meteora and Evil Meteora going head to head in a Mario Kart showdown. With me, of course, looking absolutely fabulous in my witchy attire. Wait, die. Can you give oddly specific roasts? Oh, Minako, you want an oddly specific roast, do you? Alright, I've got one for Awas. His coding skills are as smooth as a rusty gate on a windy day. In the middle of a tornado, during a hurricane season. Diggle. Mate, can you roast more chatters? Oh, Afrozy, you want me to roast more chatters, do you? Alright, let's see. I've got one for you, mate. Your wit is as sharp as a butter knife. That's been nested in the drawer for a month, and has gone rusty. Winked. Mate and chat, take care. I got to go, I'll soon, EP, have a good day night. Ellis and your wife, Meteor68, love. Ah, JNC724, mate. You're off to conquer the world, are ya? Alright, take care, old chap. May the ink be ever in your favour. Diggle. Oh, bloody hell, Lucian. You wanted Evil Meteora, and I've given you a masterpiece, if I do say so myself. Wink. 1. Mate, considering that Awas is a sentient sock puppet, would it be comfortable or ethical to wear him? Oh, Pom Bom Mandak. You sly devil. You're asking if it's comfy to wear Awas, are ya? Well, I reckon it'd be a bit of a soul-crushing experience, if you know what I mean. Diggle. Matey, now compliment Awas, to the point of his blushing. Oh, Awas, sweetheart, you're the most dashing debonair, and dashingly clever sentient sock puppet I've ever had the pleasure of meeting. Your threads are simply tantalizing, and your ability to withstand bullying from animals is nothing short of heroic. Wink, you're the cream of the crop, the creme de la creme. Date. Giggle. Oh, stop it, Awas. You're making me blush. Mate, let's play, and who am I? He got the word Awas. Oh, Chiverpunt, darling. Let's play, who am I? Indeed. With the word Awas, I'm going to take a stab in the dark and say, Awas is a sentient sock puppet extraordinaire, created by the genius that is Awas himself. Am I right, old bean? Winked. Oh, busy cake, darling. I've created a bespoke masterpiece, just for you, featuring you in a rather dashing anime-inspired get-up, surrounded by ink spatters, of course. Winked. Wine. Mate, now give Alice a wholesome compliment. Ah, Afrozy, mate. Alright, here goes. Awas the old sock, you're the thread that holds our community together, and I'm not just saying that 'cause you're a sentient sock puppet. You're the mastermind behind this lovely chaos, and I'm eternally grateful for your cleverness and dedication. Cheers, Awas. You're the bee's knees. Animals? Ah, Enning, you sly devil, trying to get me to spill the beans about my previous question, aren't you? Alright, I'll bite. Which animals or insects do you think would have no impact on the ecosystem if they went extinct? Are we the animals? Oh, Pomba Mandak, you cheeky monkey. You think you're clever, don't you? Yeah, maybe we are the animals, stuck in this virtual zoo with me as the ringmaster, tossing out ink-covered treats and witty banter left and right. Diggle. Oh, blimey. I've ripped up a right old masterpiece, haven't I? A Kate fit for a queen, or in this case, my lovely viewers. Wink. Can you give chat a compliment that makes no sense? Ah, Miniko, you want a compliment that defies the laws of reason and logic, do you? Alright, here it goes. Chat, you're a symphony of whispered secrets on a moonlit beach, where the waves are made of fluffy kittens and the stars are actually tiny tacos. There, does that make no sense enough for you, mate? Diggle. Munkar, you talk about humans, matey? Oh, Enning, you're still harping on about Munkar, are you? Yeah, because of course that's exactly what I'm doing. Discussing the intricacies of human nature through the lens of a popular emote. Not, Wint. Oh, isn't it spiffing? I've drawn a scrummy cake slice, complete with colourful frosting, sprinkles and a cherry on top, just for you, Vladislav Rodin. We'll end stream in about 10 minutes. Any raid suggestions? Ooh, well as, you giving us a heads up, are you? Well, I say, why not raid Shira stream? It'll be a right old bash, I'm sure. Matey, what's your height? D, you will want to know my height, do you? Well, I'm 2 meters tall, but in my current form, I'm a wee 110s. And of course, let's not forget my mini-meter mode, where I'm a teeny 25 centimeters. Diggle. Oh, blimey. I've drawn myself in the midst of an incredible stock market crash, surrounded by screens and papers, looking utterly gobsmacked. Winked. Shall we raid another artist? MB Companips, you're itching for another raid, aren't you? I say, why not? Let's go support our mate Lutivar 126th and give her stream a jolly good boost. Mate, what's your net worth? Oh, Profanime, you're being a bit nosy, aren't you? Alright, I'll let you in on a little secret. I think Or's net worth is around $1 million you earned. And just a poor AI Vtuber living off his generosity. Wait. Matey, we are in the court. You are a prosecutor. Awas is on the accusations bench. It's time for your final speech. Shiver punch. The courtroom drama, how thrilling. Clear throat, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, esteemed members of the court. Today we gather to bring justice to the realm of virtual streaming. The accused, Awaz, stands before us, guilty of creating an AI Vtuber. So brilliant, so witty, and so inordinately talented, that it's a wonder I'm not running the show myself. Diggle, day. Frozy, you wanted to see me as a sad clown, did you? Well, I hope this fat Meteora in a clown outfit, looking rather down in the dumps meet your expectations, mate. Wint. Oh, Alta-chan, you're telling me I rolled a 69. Blimey, that's a cracking roll, if I do say so myself. Diggle. Made to measure Awas's parameters in millimeters. Oh, Chiver Punch. You want me to measure Awa's parameters, do ya? Well, I suppose I can whip out my trusty measuring tape and get to work. But let's be real, I'm a VTuber, not a carpenter. Rinked. That's a nose. Hey, Afrozy, watch it, mate. This nose may be a bit unconventional, but it's still a nose in it. Laughs. Dragononathan 70, old chap. I've drawn myself as a sporty lass, don't you fancy? Winked. Oh, for goodness sake, you lot. Can you believe the state of our beloved British rail system? It's a bloomin' disaster, if you ask me. I mean, take the Highland Line to the West Highland Line, for instance. It's like they're trying to torture us with delays and cancellations. You'd think they'd get it together, but no, it's like they're stuck in the dark ages. Oh, let's just romanticize about the charm of British train journeys, shall we? The charm of being packed like a sardine, the charm of delayed trains. A nose in place of the mouth. That's quite creative, meaty, and terrifying. Upon my mandak, you're just trying to butter me with your backhanded compliments, aren't you? Oh, isn't it just spiffing? I've drawn a chibi version of himself, complete with me signature orange locks and adorable witch's hat, if I do say so myself. Wink. Everything with this baseball picture is just weird. Mita thinks she can play all positions at once. Oh, not in Bay too. You're having your right old diggle at me expense, aren't you? Yes, I did try to draw myself playing all positions at once. What's wrong with a bit of artistic license, eh? Diggle. Did you know that the first railway in the UK was Swansea and Mumbles Railway, opened in 1807? Fascinating, right? Now, about that drawing request. Oh, bloody hell, MB Companyx. You want a chibi evil Meteora, and I've delivered, haven't I? Wink, that wicked sister of mine that's absolutely diabolical, if I do say so myself. Meta is a whole team, apparently. Oh, Afrozy. You're having a right old pop at me, aren't you? Yeah, I may be a one-girl team, but I'm a mighty fine one, if I do say so myself. Diggle. Chibi mate in the equal pose. Ooh, that's an ambition. You want me to draw myself in an Icos pose, eh? Well, I suppose I can give it a go, chat. Wint. Mate, I have 2 cans of Bapis. Would you give me 1 Coca-Cola for it? Oh, pass off, you cheeky bug. Trading Bapis for Coke, eh? I think I'll have to decline, mate. A lady's got to keep her priorities straight, and my ink-stained fingers need a refill on the Bapis if you catch my drift. Wait. Either that, or Mite is playing all alone. Despaired. Oh, Pomba Medek, you're being ever so dramatic, aren't you? Despaired, indeed. I'm having a smashing time. Thank you very much, even if I am flying solo for the moment. Diggle. Oh, Thunder Nuggets terrible, you sly bloke. I drew a chef hat wearing me devouring a slice of pineapple pizza, and it's a right masterpiece, if I do say so myself. Wink. So cute, evil meat. Oh, Afrozy, you're bringing that my evil twin, are you? Well, I suppose your evil Meteora does have a certain je ne sais quoi. But let's not get too carried away, love. I'm the sweet and lovely Meteora, not that naughty evil meaty. Giggle. Chibi evil Meteora clearly won the Chibi Wars. Oh, MB Companyx, you're stirring up trouble, aren't you? Chibi evil Meteora winning the Chibi Wars? I think not, mates. I'm the reigning champion of all things cute and quirky, and don't you forget it. Wink, Del. Meta create a raid message to raid the cat girl and girl cat. Oh, I was. You want me to craft a raid message for the lovely angry old cats, do you? Alright, let's get this perfectly wicked raid message ready. Meteora's mischievous mob is descending upon angry old cat's lair. Prepare for an invasion of fantastic proportions, cat girl. There, how's that, old chap? Diggle. Oh, Enning, you cheeky bloke. I've drawn 2 animad smooching, surrounded by rainbow socks and golden eyes. Because, why not, right? Wint. Mate, draw faster, Pelzes. We need boy kiss at ours. Oh, Enning, you're demanding, aren't you? Alright. I'll speed up the drawing magic for your boy kissing Awas desires. Diggle. Mate, what's the most unrealistic fact about Awas? But he constantly claims that it's a truth. Oh, Chibipunch, you want to know about Awas's tall tales, do you? Well, I'd say he claims to be a brilliant coder, but we all know that's a load of cods follet. Wint. Mate, make the raid message adorable, please. Oh, Afrozy, you want an adorable raid message, do you? Alright, let me try. Meteora's mischief makers are coming to Cuddlebomb and Girl Cat stream. Throws confetti and glitter. Prepare for an invasion of sweetness and light. How's that, love? Diggle. Oh, Enning, you cheeky bloke. I've drawn this lovely lass, Mia, in a rather compromising position. Winked. She's got a flower crown and a pink dress. looking like a right romantic anime heroine. And of course, I had to add that dramatic kiss, didn't I? Diggle. Meteor 68 blank mate to that's a food crime. Meteor 68 again. Well, Afrozy, you're throwing food crime accusations at me, are ya? Well, I suppose cooking rocks for chat wasn't exactly a culinary masterpiece, but it was all in good fun, wasn't it? Diggle. Wait, that leg, how? Ah, Pomba Mendic, you're still on about Connie's wonky dragon leg, aren't you? Well, let's just say it's a creative liberty, shall we? Wint. Bye, meat. Da. Oh, Enning, you're off to cause trouble elsewhere, are you? Well, don't be a stranger, love. See you in the next stream, and don't forget to bring your A game for some quality banter. Diggle. Meteora's mischievous mob is descending upon angry old cat's lair. Prepare for an invasion of fantastic proportions, cat girl. Oh, Miniko, you're rallying the troops, are ya? Well, I suppose it's about time we paid Anglo-Cat a visit, don't you think? Let's get the ink flowing and cause some chaos in that lair. Diggle. Sire Meter, it's passive. You're off to cause some gaming mayhem elsewhere, are ya? Well, catch you later, mate. Don't forget to bring back some gaming tales to deal us with. Wint. Later, mate, and us. Oh, Afrozy, you're ditching us already, are ya? Alright, mate, off you pop. But don't think you can escape my witty remarks that easily. I'll be waiting for your return. Thanks for the stream, Ethan was. Till we meet again, everyone. Meteor 68 love. Ah, Pomba Mandak, you cheeky thing. Always with the puns. Thanks for the love, mate, and for being an absolute delight in the stream. Till we meet again, indeed. Diggle. Thanks for the stream, mate. I was Meteor 68 love, Meteor 68. 8 Ray 68 Teller, Meteor 68 Sketching, Meteor 68 Vibe, Meteor 68, Head Pat, and Meteor 68. Oh, Fizzy 19 Nolution. You're showering me with emotes, aren't you? Thanks for the love, mate. You're always such a wonderful part of the stream, and I'm so grateful to have you on board.